I think we're live. Are we live, everybody? Yes, we are. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new stream, and that is right. We are live on this beautiful October 25th, 2023. I hope everyone's having a phenomenal day, night, afternoon, midnight, wherever you are in the world. I'm certainly having a great day myself. And everyone, today might be the day. I'm not going to jinx it. I'm not going to say we are getting a speaker, but it looks very likely that Mike Johnson of the great state of Louisiana will be the next Speaker of the House. Based on everything we're seeing, in fact, I'm going to pull up the endorsement map right now because it shows a very good sign for Johnson. Let me just pull this up here. Let's see. Okay. There. Hold on. Trying to find everybody. There we go. So this is the current speakership endorsement map. Again, Mike Johnson has been the nominee for the Republicans, the fourth one, I believe. And, well, look who's endorsed him. Don Bacon. You have bozos like Lawler, the New York reps, etc. He is not a rhino. Let me be clear. He has one of the best voting records in the entire House. And, quite frankly, he's one of the most liked guys in the House also. So, yeah. And let me just pull up this. There we go. The thing's working. So before we continue with today's video, or I should say today's stream, I hope you enjoy these type of streams. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you could join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. And like usual, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, whatever you want for sure answered, the best way to get those answered is through, well, the super chat via the chat. Again, I'll try to read through the chat, but if you have any big questions you want for sure answered, or just want to help support the channel, best way is to send a super chat via the chat. Again, I'll try to read through chat, but yeah. Mike Johnson is an upgrade over McCarthy. His voting record's like 98% of numbers USA. McCarthy's like 70. So don't start this crap that no, he's not good enough. He is the best option we are going to get. He has like a 90% on ACU and like a 98% in numbers USA. Anyone joining today? I don't believe so. I don't believe we are having anybody join, unless somebody does, which is possible. But yeah, the party seems united behind Mike Johnson. Good for him, by the way. He is a great guy and a great congressman. So it seems like everybody is getting behind him. Now it's a matter of do they got enough votes for today. Johnson is upgrade over McCarthy. He'd probably be similar to Jordan as they're both Freedom Caucus members. But this is the best way I'm putting it. Mike Johnson is Jim Jordan, but not as divisive. And maybe like a tad worse on foreign policy. Maybe. But I would much rather have, you know, Mike Johnson than most of the other bozos. So this is who we're going to have speaker, hopefully. Which is very bizarre. It's like, you're supporting Mike Johnson, but you oppose Jim Jordan? Don't know about that one, but I don't know. Don't know, chat. Mike Johnson and Clay Higgins are great. A-tier congressman from Louisiana. Yeah. They're absolutely great congressmen. Watch this be a dumpster fire. I swear. If you do not vote for Mike Johnson, I give up. Hey, Rap, how much do you want to bet that Ken Buck will still be voting for Emmer? He endorsed, Johnson, but He is schizo, so who knows? Thank God it wasn't Emmer. That's what mattered. Yeah, Trump, that's Trump's moment of the year. I'm still calling it. One of the freaking funniest things I've ever saw. Alright, if you vote for this rhino, very sad, very sad. Johnson did do well at the roll call vote. However, 22 didn't vote. They were, absent. Most of them were not there, so... And it sounds like the ones that weren't there, they've all endorsed them, so... Yeah. Like, Bacon already endorsed Johnson, so that's a good sign. It's time for your weekly speaker vote. We should get one today. We should get a speaker today, but if we don't, I'll be pissed. There's no reason to vote against Johnson. Nobody hates him, everybody actually likes him, and, well, he's pretty good. I mean, the first thing he said he's going to do is, we're going to pass single-subject spending bills. We're not going to do the crap we've done 500 times. It annoys me that they haven't attacked Emmer on the midterms. It's literally all his fault. If Kevin had the votes, he'd be sitting pretty. Well, apparently, Kevin McCarthy was orchestrating the chaos. So there's that. LT is the only rational Republican I'd like to see as speaker. Real. They should lock them in on the floor until they elect a speaker. They're going to. We're going to get a speaker today, I think. But this is the House, so it's entirely possible. We're still waiting on them to show up. First we gotta do the prayer, and then we gotta do the roll call vote. So Johnson would be a great speaker. I always thought that he had great speaker potential. Not many people knew who he was until like 2 days ago. And now, well, he's about to be possibly the third most powerful person. Well, I should say the third in line to the presidency. So I would say that's a pretty big upgrade from kind of an unknown guy from Louisiana to, yeah. And like Tyrone said, it's probably a good thing we're getting a Southern conservative. So hopefully stuff gets done then. Hopefully. Byron Donalds should be this next if Johnson doesn't get the vote. If Johnson doesn't get the vote, we're never going to have a speaker. So I'm looking on Twitter, and I'm not seeing anything yet about the... let's see. Okay, so Monica de la Cruz just endorsed Johnson. I don't know how Johnson doesn't get it now. It's looking like he's going to be the Speaker of the House. A C-SPAN caller just called Hakeem Jeffries. Just said, Hakeem Jeffries can take his 212 votes and no home and cry like a baby. Ha! Yeah. He's new as well. Literally only been in politics as long as Trump. New generation of conservatives are taking over. Yeah, that's a good thing. No more Paul Ryans. No more John Boehners. C-SPAN colors can be funny as F. Yeah. I mean, did you guys see that, what's his name from Twitter? That Arizona political guy? That's like a pedophile? Like, didn't he call in and say, I'm not going to vote for Trump next year. I'm going to vote for Biden. Friggin' loser. I'm a Republican, though. I don't know for certain, but I think that guy, like, has some pedophile allegations. I don't know the whole story, but I don't know. It's John Boner, true. It's a funny last name. Did Lawler endorse Johnson? Yes. Okay, here we go.
Jeremy Lagansky from Immaculate Conception Church at Elmhurst, Illinois.
Yay. Hey, McCarthy. That's kind of weird.
Good and gracious God, we praise you, we love you, and we thank you for this day. Draw near to these members of Congress.
Pastor?
Remind them of their calling to serve the true common good. Help them to be
Let's go, yep.
unity, peace.
That's a good sign. A different person that's actually going to be the robot noise. God damn it.
Bless them.
Okay. Sorry. I'll fix it. Don't worry. Of course it is. Why does it do that? I'm working on it. Okay, is it better?
The chair has examined the journal of the last day's proceedings and announces
better?
the House approval thereof. Pursuant to Clause 1 of Rule 1, the journal stands approved. The Pledge of Allegiance will be offered today by the gentleman from Washington, Mr. Newhouse.
I think it's good. I think we're good.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Okay, we're good. All right, we got a super chat. I forgot about that. We're just gonna mute this guy for now. There we go.
For what purpose is the gentleman from Illinois rise?
Mr. Speaker, pursuant to Clause 7 of Rule 20,
I'll read the
I
super
move
chat
a
a
call
second.
of the House.
Under Clause 7B
Okay.
of Rule 20,
Roll
the chair
call.
confers recognition for that purpose. Without objection, a call of the House is
Okay.
recorded their presence.
There we go. Okay, I got a super chat to read. I'm sorry. You're not missing anything. I gotta get the there we go. This will be a key vote. We're gonna see how many people are here. Bad people do bad things for 2. Bad people do exist for 2. Louisiana taking major W's recently. Mike for Speaker. Yeah, they've been doing a very good job. Like, if they get rid of Section 2, just let Louisiana be the ones to do everything. Okay, I fixed it. Don't worry. Don't worry. I fixed everything. Should be good. I think. Video? Oh, for fuck's sake. What the hell? Okay. There we go. We ought to wait. My guess that Scalise and Emmer might remain in their leadership positions. Oh, they will. They will. Can Louisiana GOP move to Georgia? Yes. Is Mike Johnson a Freedom Caucus member? I thought he was, like, in between. I thought he was, like, technically not, but old but was, I thought. Who the hell is that? We're just gonna turn that off, because that's not important. You're not missing anything. Can we just get a feed of the vote? Bruh. So, again, they're just doing the roll call vote. They're gonna see how many people are there. So, everybody should be there, except Van Orden. So, you're up. Do you see that DeSimps shilling for Sununu? Yeah. I saw that. Suddenly, they, love people like that cost us the elections. Isn't that just coincidental? Congrats to Florida. Okay, we're not missing anything. I don't give a crap what this advisor has to say. Why is the Louisiana GOP so competent, but the Georgia GOP arrested a former president? Because, yes. Good morning. Yeah, good morning, everybody. I forgot to mention that. Good morning. It is early, but it's not as bad as it was. What was that one that was like at 9 a.m.? That was terrible. Rap, what do you think of Mike Johnson? I think he'll be a great speaker. I really do. I think we will get I think he will be a good speaker. What do you think of, yeah, let's see here. Jake Sherman. What does Jake Sherman have to say? What happened? All right. Okay, no, President Blumph wants us to have an L moment. No, Blumph, no. Why would you wish that upon me? I mean, look. I gotta pull this up. Hold on. So, Mr. Blumph, who's a friend of mine, he's, posting this on Twitter. Look at this. I want Mike Johnson to lose the first round just so that Rap has a funny moment on stream. God damn it, Blumph. Wait, hey, why am I not following you? I was. There we go. That's weird. Yeah, so, people are wishing for us to have, like, a L moment. Are we gonna have one today? Is it gonna happen? You and Rep should do a collab together. If he wants to, maybe. Depends. Ooh, that's a big endorsement. Everybody, breaking news. Andrew Garbarino has just endorsed Johnson. Well, yep. So, that's everybody that I'm worried about. I'm worried about DeRaymer and Elsie in Texas. That's what I'm worried about now. Rap, will Mike Johnson change, like, say, committee heads? No. That's not going to change, but what will change is probably the, how they do some legislation stuff. Okay, why is there no roll call vote? What the hell? Do a backflip if whoever wins the first round. No. Good news for Masters. Also, just got out of class. What have I missed, if anything? They're doing a roll call vote. You're not missing anything right now. Again, the feed will come back up when we, need it. What about the reps from Florida? Apparently everybody's behind him. If even Don Bacon is supporting Mike Johnson, I think he'll win, yeah. I swear, Kay Granger pulls something here, I'll be pissed. I can't vote. I'm 98 years old. I'm going senile, but I'm going to serve in the House for 50 more years. I know for a fact that Bacon will not vote for Johnson. Well, he said he's a good man. Apparently he did endorse him. Oh my god, people will be pissed if he doesn't. Who is James voting for? He's supporting John James. He's back in I think it's Johnson. Is Santos back in Johnson? Yes. And I think, hold on everybody. We got some, it looks like we are getting people to join the stream. Yes, we are. Hello.
Hi, guys.
Tyrone has just joined. Hello there.
Hello. I'm looking for my earbuds right now because I have physical therapy in like 30 minutes.
Sad. So, looks like Johnson, we're about to get the speaker. Looking very likely.
I would like to point out that Johnson is best friends with Amy Coney Barrett, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. Coney Barrett and Johnson are like very good friends. Johnson was considered one of the best constitutional lawyers in the country, but when he ran for representative.
So yeah, I mean, it looks like we're getting Mike Johnson, unless freaking Don Bacon pulls something. Which
no, Don Bacon already endorsed him.
Don Bacon already endorsed him.
I know, but it's not. You know, these guys are scumbags, so they would pull something like that.
I mean, I think the most likely person who would vote against him would probably be like maybe Lori Chavez Duran, because I don't think she's made a statement yet on it.
Oh, I'll be pissed if she does something.
But even then, that's one person. Yeah, I mean, you would need like 5.
We just gotta see. Rap, who's Tyrone? Does he have a Twitter? He's a good guy from Texas.
I have a Twitter, but I'm way too radical for most of the audience with what I post.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. What if Josh Shapiro's hydrogen plan fails? What hydrogen plan? What did I miss? Out of Pennsylvania?
Instead of a platinum plan, it's a hydrogen plan.
Bro. Big Chungus for speaker. We're getting Mike Johnson, hopefully. I don't see how he doesn't got the votes.
I mean, I expect him to get every single vote of every Republican that's present.
Well, you know, there's be like one or two that be like, yeah, I can't vote for him.
I mean, even the ones that voted against him in the conference, I think they've all said they're going to vote.
Yeah, but you have people like Kay Granger. She's going to pull something, I have a feeling.
No, I don't think anyone's going to pull it, honestly. I sincerely think Johnson's got it. I think everyone's realized that...
Granger, okay, speak of the devil. Kay Granger just endorsed... As I say...
All right, rap. this is the part where fate. This is the part where fate and Providence itself has said, "Please shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about."
Bruh. Oh my god! I just got. That's another moment. All right.
That's fucking instant karma, dude.
Sam Madsen for 2. Granger just endorsed Johnson. I know. Right when I say something. Let's see. If this just in, Tom Cole, Neil Dunn, Drew Ferguson, and Kay Granger will support Johnson. Yeah, I don't know how Johnson doesn't get it.
It would take like, I don't know, like Lori Chavez de Remmer leading like some random members of Congress against him, which I doubt will happen.
Let's see.
It would take like Ryan Fitzpatrick, Valadao, maybe like Chavez de Remmer, and then like I don't know who else.
But yeah, I got.
Hasn't already endorsed him too?
Who?
Oh, Johnson. Hasn't Valadao already endorsed Johnson?
No, he hasn't.
He hasn't.
Oh, okay.
So it's looking more and more likely that I mean, can you imagine? I mean, Matt Gaetz may have pulled off one of the most successful gambles in like 10 years politically. If we get Mike Johnson out of this, I mean, how could anyone say, "Oh, he shouldn't have done that"?
Look, all I'm saying is that Mike Johnson is going to be the first genuinely conservative speaker since like Newt Gingrich, and he's also going to be the first Southern speaker since Newt Gingrich. It's not a coincidence.
I think it's a really good sign. I think it's a good sign we're finally going to start getting like people with spines again as speaker. You know, not like Paul Ryan and John Boehner. And again, you know, Kevin McCarthy was better than those two, but that's not saying much. That's not really saying anything at all. So, let's see here. Jeff Duncan is an L. No, it isn't. He's good. South Carolina? Even if Mike Johnson gets elected, Ben Shapiro will still find a way to complain. Yeah, well, it's Ben Shapiro. Didn't he say, like, or was that Haley that said, oh, if you are against, if you're not a Zionist, you're, like, anti-Semitic or something? Was that Haley that said that? It's like,
I think she said something like that.
I mean, what the hell are you talking about? Like, listen, I'm pro-Israel, but that's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, just because, you know, if you are against giving Israel $6 trillion a year, you're anti-Semitic. That's the dumbest thing I've ever said, I've heard. And everybody's here today. Mr. Yeet just joined.
Oh, good morning.
Well, welcome.
Oh, wow.
I just got out of bed. How are we doing, everyone?
So it looks like we're getting Mike Johnson.
I saw that last night.
Hi, Yeet.
Hello.
Let's see here. That was a Senate leadership. What? Yeah, so it appears that all the people that were worried about they have endorsed Johnson, so I don't see how he doesn't get it.
You guys aren't ready for Kevin Kiley to come out and be like, I'm gonna vote my conscience. I'm voting for Lee Zeldin.
Kevin Kiley already endorsed Johnson.
Alright, yeah, so the entire Indiana delegation has just endorsed Johnson. So at this point, it's just, why the hell are there people from Arkansas that hasn't endorsed him yet?
I have no idea.
I guess we're relying on the Brave Reichert vote now instead.
God.
Who from Arkansas hasn't endorsed him?
I think it's
Crawford and Westerman.
That explains a lot.
Now, this might actually surprise some people, but I'm not just a native Texan. I'm also a native Arkansan.
Wow. You're telling me this for the first time.
Fucking shit up to, like, LSU, UA rivalry.
Bro.
No, I'm sorry. Johnson's winning. Go Tigers!
Bro. So yeah, I'm actually liking our chances right now. You know, I mean, who else has endorsed him? I mean, look here, you got like Chuck Edwards, Rusty Johnson, Homer Simpson hasn't yet. I swear he's not going to show up today. The Kupathikan age for 2. Bro, who's this dude? Like, who's Mike Johnson? Freedom Caucus member from Louisiana. Really good guy. DJ Aftershock for 5. Virginia Dems are now running ads on GOP House dysfunction and how they would do the same in the state legislature. I don't know if that's going to really affect anything. Like, who does that really appeal to? Just saying, oh, the GQP is dysfunctional in the House. But
the two primary squishes and the two squishes in Arkansas have already endorsed Johnson, including one going from anti-Jordan to endorsing him.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, the Virginia Dems are incompetent. Do you guys see that another, like, one of the other candidates, like, did some more sexual acts, too? There's not just one of them. Yeah, like, you know how there's, like, one of them was, like, a porn star or something?
Yeah, I definitely saw that.
There's another one, apparently.
Oh my.
that did a certain thing in a bathroom to some guy. Yeah, it's a transgender, I guess. I don't freaking know.
What a disaster.
He did things, Tyrone. Oh, it did things, Tyrone.
Damn.
Go look it up. I think the Virginia Project posted something on it.
Bring back capital punishment.
For what?
If I say it on stream, it will be taken down.
Okay, well, don't... What bruh! Chill out. Virginia Dems be like, I'm telling you, porn stars are super appealing and eluctable. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if anyone saw, but he said he's going to... but Johnson, Johnson said if he wins the speakership, or rather, he said when he wins the speakership today, he's going to immediately start work to pass the energy and water appropriations bill.
Thank God. I mean, that should be common sense. Like, you know, do it ASAP instead of waiting till the last second.
Yeah, no, he said he's going to get to work literally as soon as he becomes Speaker of the House. This is why I've been rooting for Johnson. This is why I said we don't need Jordan. Honestly, at this point, I'd say I prefer Johnson over Scalise. I didn't think Johnson would be able to pull it off, but I'm really glad Johnson's Speaker. That Johnson was literally the best case scenario out of anyone in the delegation that we could have picked for Speaker, because he's actually conservative on a lot of issues, and he won't. Yeah, he's also competent, and he won't completely falter. I can't say. Like, I can give praise to Johnson for being a consistent and praiseworthy individual with how he does his job, unlike guys like Jim Jordan, who are total fucking jokes.
Yeah, I mean, Johnson, like, he seems like an efficient version of Jim Jordan that doesn't have the divisiveness to him.
I'll happily take the Random Freedom Caucus guy from Louisiana that no one's heard about.
His voting record's like, I think the exact same as Jordan, but nobody knows him.
Yeah, he's great. He's great. He just came out of nowhere, which is funny.
It's kind of funny that these moderates like refuse to vote for Jordan, but then when they get like someone exactly like Jordan who's just quieter, they just say, "Oh, we'll vote for him now."
DJ Aftershock for 2. This is in addition to 2 constant abortion /MAG ads. Yeah. Dems are just, I don't know what they're doing in Virginia. Joe Hydra for 5. Rap about Dr. Steve Turley and who Mike Johnson. He any good? He's really good. He has a Freedom Caucus, or is he like technically not? Like, I thought he was a one where it's like...
I'm the Freedom Caucus, but he's technically not a member. People call him the mole in the Freedom Caucus because he's
thinking.
Works with them, but he's technically not because he was a member of the Republican Study Committee.
Well, he could be part of both. Like Tiffany is.
He was the head of it, and kind of just to be head of the Republican Study Committee and also at the same time be a member of the House Freedom Caucus.
This guy also has great speaking skills. I noticed that. His conference yesterday was hilarious. You see that Virginia Fox?
Yates, because he's in class right now. You want a House Speaker that has good optics but a solid voting record, because the opposition primarily campaigns on the flaws of the Speaker. He's Jordan, but without the accusations of bad optics. Yeah. I'd also add on to this. He's stronger than Jordan for another reason. Jordan has the added baggage of founding the House Freedom Caucus, and that itself would be very toxic as being Speaker, in my opinion. He has a lot of that, he has a lot of that general baggage and sort of shit that Democrats could really hammer in on. Yes. If Jordan had become Speaker.
I think we got like a really good option here. I mean, I never thought we were gonna get this good, but This guy is like Jim Jordan without the baggage, and that's effective.
Jim Jordan also fucking sucks on big tech, whereas Johnson's actually good on it. So,
I mean, also, I think Democrats were going to campaign hard against Jim Jordan if he did become the speaker. I don't know how much it's going to land with Mike Johnson, like saying the same attacks.
Well, Johnson, like listen him speak. He's a fucking amazing speaker. You can't attack the guy for anything.
With Mike Johnson is like an actual Southern gentleman. Honestly, he doesn't have any of the tactlessness a Midwesterner has.
Let's see here. Thoughts of Dennis Hastert's Discord, sir? Oh my god. Really?
Watch someone vote for him.
Oh no. If somebody votes for that, oh god.
I want Hakeem Jeffries to vote for Ronald Reagan.
Let's see here. There's 2 Democrats missing and 1 Republican missing today. So he's got it.
Yeah, it's Van Orden's missing, and then the Democrats I think are Gonzalez and Correa.
What do you guys think Orden would have said if with the Mike Johnson news?
He endorsed him.
He did?
But he's being a jackass and not, whatever. I understand he's over in Israel and stuff, but it's like, what? Your first job, you should still vote. Corey Mills is able to vote. Like, whatever.
Not a lot of people know this, but so I had a friend who worked in Gosar's office. Gosar, most of the time, isn't actually in DC. Gosar's actually in Arizona driving around. This is an unknown, or this is like an unspoken rule, but you can actually have your staffers vote on your behalf if you have it written down. So there's literally no excuse for Van Orden right now to not be voting.
Yeah, he's just being a bitch. What do you expect? Duster Connor for 2. Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene have become cringe. Boebert loses. Boebert, I think if Trump wins the district by like 8, she should win. Theoretically. But we just gotta see. Because Boebert, I don't know what's up with her. Anybody know?
Well, I guess one thing I've noticed is that like she has a lot less like I guess like voting aggressively against like the McCarthy types than like before, because like she I was actually kind of surprised when the vote to vacate happened that she didn't vote to vacate.
It's looking like that Democrats are like congratulating Johnson already. Well, that's a good sign. Bro, if we I'd still not 100%, but the second we get Mike Johnson, I'm gonna be very happy.
I mean, if Bob Good and Gates are happy with him, what's the worst that could happen, really?
Well, I mean, like, Johnson, like, I think he could actually get shit done. He won't be like McCarthy, where it's like, I'm gonna make a backroom deal with Democrats.
Ye just said a message that I completely agree with. I'd say he's more optical than McCarthy. I actually completely agree with that.
He is.
Well, McCarthy.
I think the fact
he looks like a standard Republican.
Yeah,
he's literally.
He's like a Republican town.
He's literally just.
He's like the definition.
Bro,
he's like the. I was gonna say he's like the definition of a generic Republican.
I know, but it's like
motherfucker, my truck died again. God damn it! I fucking hate Ford.
Oh my god.
Fucking, you know what Ford stands for, chat? Found on road dead, fix or repair daily. I'm getting a fucking Toyota next time, I swear to God.
Why does your car break down every... Oh my god.
No, it's got a fucking shitty battery in it. That's what it is. Anyway, I gotta fucking start my truck. I can still hear y'all.
Oh my god. Let's see here. Just have a continued resolution until 2025. No more Biden insane spending. Bruh. Fix repair daily. Follower of Christ for 5. Did you see Virginia Fox yelling shut up and go away to reporters yesterday? Laughing my ass off. I love my North Carolina delegation. As P.S. Dan Bishop's my district's rep. Well, you gotta won the best congressman then. But yeah, Virginia Fox told the reporters to go F themselves. That was funny. How can you not love rap streams? Well, rap streams always have, like, random shit happening, so...
There's always breaking news.
Well, yeah.
I feel like, especially right as it's about to end.
That's like the most, I guess, famous part of my channel. Like, every time I'm about to end, breaking news, Tim Scott has dropped out of the presidential election, or something.
It's a lie! It's a lie!
You just hear Tyrone screaming in the background. Bishop's gonna be infinitely better Attorney General than Stein. Yeah, he will be. Rep streams are predictable, while rap streams are hilarious. I mean, I try to, like, you know, do random stuff, but yeah. Or, I don't plan random stuff, but it just happens.
I've returned. My truck works now.
Congratulations.
Anyway, on Johnson, I do think Johnson was probably a perfect, like, honestly, all things considered, I do think Johnson was probably a perfect case scenario for us.
I could agree with that. Oops. Okay, so, again, you're not missing anything. They're still doing the roll call. It looks like we're getting Speaker Johnson. I'm just hyped for it. General Hydra for 2 asks, what kind of Ford car is it?
Oh, man. AOC just endorsed Mike Johnson.
Tyrone, well, what type of Ford is it? Somebody asked in chat.
It's a 2014 Ford F-150 with an extended truck bed and a sport haul and a tow package. I got it for $10,500 in downtown Houston.
Bro.
It had 80,000 miles on it, so it was actually pretty fucking good mileage for the cost. It's just that the fucking shop battery, or the battery I got replaced in the shop kind of fucking sucks, so I need to get a new battery for it soon.
Let's see here. Duster Corner for 2. Can we discuss how we get the What's that sound?
What's what? Oh, hold on. Let me turn my... Yeah, that was my truck engine. Let me turn up my mic sensitivity. Okay, there we go. Is that better?
Yeah. Duster Corner for 2. Can we discuss how we get the educated vote back? You're not. You're just not.
They're not gonna vote for you. I'm sorry. They're not gonna vote for you.
Like
They're not gonna vote for you.
Like Robert Barnes said, like these Bush voters from 2004, they're literally dead. They're literally dead. So it's like you never gain those voters back because you can't. So.
Well, you see, these 80-year-old people from 2000 voted for George Bush in suburban Chicago. We need to win them back.
Some people actually say that, but let's see. Rep streams, it's only rep usually. Yeah, I try to get everybody on usually, but sometimes by myself. Educated just means retarded today. Well, yeah, I mean, thankfully it seems like the conservative people are finally realizing, wait, these universities, we gotta do something about it, because, like, they're pulling out funding out of these universities for being pro-Palestine, pro-Palestine.
The issue with the Republican Party is that their current constituency and model for dealing with everything is literally just anti-intellectual, which is not a sustainable model for being a major opposition party to a class and a party that is very academic and intellectual.
American Hero Politics for 2. Rate Johnson out of 10 on the key issues. I think 9s or 10s on everything. So, I mean,
at least.
What, James?
No, I was gonna say, no, keep going.
Well, no, I was just gonna say, like, his first on his webpage for issues is like, we gotta bring God back to the forefront, or something like that, on the lines of that. It's like, that's already a good sign. You get somebody that wants to, like, bring back God and stuff.
I mean, yeah, he was one of the first, like, he was one of the big names that helped bring public prayer, or, like, mandatory prayer back in Louisiana public schools.
Really? He did that?
Yeah! Look it up. No, Mike Johnson worked with the Attorney General and another lawyer to get public prayer back in Louisiana public education schools.
Thank God for Landry. Thank God he won in Louisiana.
Yeah, no, Mike Johnson was literally perfect. He is unironically, like, he is the most, like, I think he was probably the best pick because not only is he arguably the most conservative pick out of the bunch, more conservative than Jim Jordan or Steve Scalise, in my opinion. He's also an optical He's also optical. He has no baggage, and he's first and foremost a legislator and a workhorse.
That's true.
Like, he's a silent workhorse. That's the thing. That's also why I didn't like guys like Jim Jordan or Kevin McCarthy running, or Tom Emmer running for Speaker of the House. They're less serious about their jobs and more interested in the publicity of being, I'm like an anti-MAGA / I'm a MAGA conservative in the House. They care more about fundraising than they do passing actual legislation or getting down to the bottom of shit. I look to Jordan with Michael Bloom. Or Jonathan Boom.
Let's see here. General Hydra for 2. I thought it is a piece of shit cheaper car. I think it's talking about your car, Tyrone. Your truck.
I love my baby. I'm gonna drive this shit until it dies, and then I'm just gonna get a Tundra. I don't care if I have to take a loan out on it. I'm gonna get a newer Toyota Tundra.
Let's see here.
I got a friend who has a 2001 Toyota Corolla. His dad sucks at maintenance. That car was running daily with no issue without coolant for like 10 years.
How?
I don't know, and it also didn't have an oil change in 10 years, and it was completely fine. And when he took it to the mechanic said, "You're really fucking lucky you have a Toyota, because if you had pulled that off with any other car, that shit would have broken down years ago." So yeah, get Toyota!
Most normal Texan moment.
Well, actually, his dad's a Bengali immigrant, so...
Oh. Close enough.
Yeah.
I mean...
Oh, fuck off.
What? I'm joking. Okay,
I know.
Let's see here. I hope Johnson doesn't turn into a neocon. I don't think he will. He's not
going.
Dustin Carter for 5. Not saying we'll get them back, but really do you need to stop being anti-intellectual? Higher education is inherently bad. It can benefit the right. Oh, I agree with you, but just the type of education. That's what I'm saying. Like, not this shit of, we need to get like a gender study degree that costs $500,000 or something. Like, no. Gotta fight back against that crap. But, like, be supportive of, like, those that want to get into, like, plumbing, that want to get into, whatever trade school. So,
now everyone's arguing.
Yeah,
everyone's arguing about Toyota in the chat.
Yeah, everyone's saying Toyota's overrated. Get a Nissan.
Wow.
The college education.
I like my Toyota car, frankly.
Yeah, well.
Toyota? It's Toyota, nerd.
I said Toyota.
Alright, whatever. Been awake for like 2 minutes, alright?
Let's see here.
Wake the fuck up, Samurai.
What the hell? Wait, what? Hold on. Somebody fact check this. Fact check the Don Bacon stuff.
Okay, I'll
Don Bacon's angry.
No, apparently Don Bacon filed paperwork to run against Deb Fisher in a Senate primary.
What?
Look that up, James.
Two neocons against each other.
I swear, I would root for the nuke.
Stupid. That's so stupid. Wait. You know, we gotta run Herbster then. We can win with the split vote.
Herbster, yes! The return the herb.
We could actually win in a split vote, probably.
I don't see anything.
Get trolled, you son of a...
Alright, okay, that's a good idea though. We need to sign up Bacon into running for Senate.
Yeah, and get Herbster the nomination.
Yes.
Who would win an election? Mark Wayne Mullen or the Super Mario Bros? Hopefully the Super Mario Bros, I guess. Mark Wayne Mullen sucks.
Yeah, I'm looking through it, and yeah, I don't see anything about.
Yeah, he said it's a troll. God damn it.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting close to the roll call vote. It's almost over. Again, that's when they say it's 15 minutes. It usually means an hour. So,
are we talking about Trump arriving at a rally or
the Congress voting on something?
Okay,
I'm so mad.
2 seconds.
Trump announced he's doing a rally in
Houston.
Fucking Houston on the 2nd, and neither Ye or I are going to be able to make it.
Bruh.
So mad about that.
Let's see here. Jay Wilder for 2. Republicans should be pro-environment, but not climate cult. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm for, like, hey, gotta make sure we're not dumping, like, crap in the water. Like,
Democrats hate the environment.
Yeah.
They hate the environment. Everywhere they run are dumpster heaps.
Yeah.
We're dumping.
It's such a meme that this party pretends to be pro-environment when you look at their areas.
We're dumping hydrogen tetrafluoridic acid in the water.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the whole like, oh, we need to be pro climate change. It's like, look at LA and tell me how your environmental policy is working.
Take Miami into the fucking ocean.
What?
Yeah.
If
we become the party of climate change, then Rob DeSantis sinks into the ocean.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. But yeah, I just like be pro-environment like we were in like forever. Not just.
Yeah, you just said something else. If Democrats cared about the environment, they would be pro-nuclear. The obsession with the green energy stuff is just an anti-oil cult.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, most Democrat policies can just be described as anti-position or anti-exposition cult.
General Hydra for 2. I'm more of a truck Ford fan because it's more reliable. What's your opinion on that?
Ford is not fucking reliable. You're a fucking liar if you think Fords are reliable. More reliable than a Toyota, at least.
Let's see. Imagine if New York becomes a red state. Yeah, you guys see that poll of New York within 10? I don't know how much I believe that, but that'd be freaking hilarious.
I believe it.
Didn't we talk about this last night?
Yeah,
Did we just have like collective dementia and forgot we had that conversation?
I'm just more like asking like Ye because he wasn't here, or Mr. Yeet, I should say.
He was. Oh, Yeet, not Ye. Yeah, it was here last. Yeah.
Well, I brought this up a few times now. I think the Emerson poll that nailed Zeldin's margin in 2022 had Trump performing about the same, and it's really not much of a. It's not unreasonable to say that Biden's probably about as unpopular as Hochul is.
Every Democrat position we traced on them being anti-Christian / anti-white. That's true.
It would be really cursed if we ended up in a scenario where a traditionally red state like Arizona goes blue, but we somehow flip New York.
I would laugh my ass off.
Oh, I'd probably fucking like write politics off as just a comedic joke at that point, honestly.
I mean, because like when was the last time it's happened? Like something like Arizona becoming deep blue and like New York being deep red. Has that ever happened?
That's literally never happened. There's only been twice where Arizona's voted for a Democrat.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to think like, yeah, I mean,
the only time Arizona has ever voted for a Democrat was Clinton in '96. And Clinton in 96
or 92. I thought it was 92.
No, it was 90. I thought it was 96 because Colorado voted for Clinton, and I know because Colorado and Arizona voted opposite of each other in both of Clinton's elections, but Dole won Colorado.
Colorado flipped red in '96.
Yeah, Colorado was blue in '92. Arizona was red in '92, but Arizona and Colorado flipped in '96. So other than 2020. Funny stuff that happened. The only time Arizona has voted Democrat was '96 for Clinton. That is the only time they voted Democrat other than 2020.
Are you talking recent history?
Well, actually, apparently, chat's saying Truman won it. They voted them in the 30s. Yeah.
Okay, but like.
Well, yeah, that doesn't really count. That doesn't really count.
That really counts. We're talking about like modern history.
Yeah, like 1960 plus.
Yeah, we're talking like past. We're talking like past Great Society, like post Kennedy, because that's when most modern politics really started, frankly.
People say New York might flip next time, but what about the great city?
So you're telling me I can't bring up how Woodrow Wilson won it,
bro?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. So New Jersey, another one to look at because that's something that's going on there. For the Republicans. Like, you see the party registration? It's like nothing but Republicans in the past 3 years since they passed the automatic registration.
And to say it's trended clearly right since.
The New Jersey Senate race is going to be very funny to watch happen.
God, I hope Bob Menendez runs the third party. I hope that so much.
He said in 2018 he would run third party if he got primaried.
He did.
General Hydra for 5. The Republicans need to be more pro-nuclear power and pro-national forest park and protect the landmark. Oh, I agree. But not.
What, James?
What?
What'd you say, James?
He didn't say anything.
No. I was about to say it. I didn't know that Menendez said that, but New Jersey has sore loser laws, so he would have to drop out of the primary.
Yeah.
You could just do that. Just say, "Oh well, I know I'm going to lose. I'm just going to run third party." Duster Carter for 2. Completely fine trade in Arizona for New York/Nevada and keep Georgia and Texas. That may happen. That would hurt my brain, but it's possible.
Cursed timeline where Trump loses Arizona but flips New York and all the Rust Belt states.
I would hate that timeline,
including Minnesota. No, we see Trump flip Minnesota, Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey, but he loses Arizona by like 5 points.
I would laugh. I would just die of cringe if that happened.
I would probably squint at my Crystal Decor bottle full of fucking Tito's and go, "Am I drinking tonight?" Because it kind of feels like I am.
Let's see here. Cornyn has worse approvals than Cruz now. Yeah, Cornyn's done.
Oh, Cornyn's fucked. I don't think people realize just how absolutely cooked Cornyn is after that shit he pulled last year. We haven't forgotten that shit with the fucking firearm stuff.
Let's see here. New York won't. Oh, go on.
Yay, do you have anything else you want to say on Cornyn? I know you're muted, so I'll read it out to the rest of the chat if you want to say anything about Cornyn, because I think Cornyn's fucking cooked over the shit he pulled. Oh, he's grabbing a stat. Okay.
Let's see here. Let's see. New York won't flip, but Republicans are making a lot of inroads in outer boroughs like Queens and Brooklyn. Plus, Long Island is still trending right. Republicans will lose by like 10 instead of 25. I agree with that statement. I think
long term there's hope for New York. It really depends what the 24 margin is.
Well, and also I think what Zeldin does.
If it is under 10, there's definitely long term hope there.
Anecdotally, one of my best friends is an Italian from Staten Island, and he tells me that people in Staten Island are getting really fucking fed up with Biden, and the Italian community in fucking New York City is really starting to trend Republican.
Honestly,
Staten Island hates Biden. They despise him.
What does anybody know how the Orthodox Jews voted last time in 2020?
They swung like 200 points, right?
Yeah, it was like, I'm trying
to think.
One of the biggest.
There's a couple of precincts.
What's going to happen this year?
Jews and Italians are probably going to swing very right in a New York election.
Well, they did last year.
Minorities are going to swing hard right too.
I mean, how can people say?
All right, hold on. Ye said wants to Texas thing. Even before the gun thing last year, he only got 75% of the vote in the primary in 2020, and Texas has a runoff system, so he has to get 50 support. I don't think he runs for re-election. Yeah,
it's possible.
I don't think Cornyn's running for re-election. Personally, I'm getting bit at the ankle by a fucking mosquito. Get the fuck out of my truck. Fucking mosquito-ass motherfucker, get out of my legs. Anyway, I think Angela Paxton should run for that.
Really?
Yeah, Angela Paxton has been a solid state senator. I think she would make a fantastic United States senator.
Let's see here. Pizza ovens are not only bad for the environment, it's also racist too, apparently. Yeah, apparently it's racist, I guess. Pizza ovens.
Pizza is racist, guys. Bro. I guess I know what I'm doing for lunch after physical therapy.
I thought the pizza ovens were harmful for the climate or whatever. I thought that was the excuse.
And now it's racism.
I haven't heard of that one.
I saw something like that. Like, apparently, I think it was like New York. They're saying it's like pizza ovens have a history of racism. Because, like, joke. Italians or something. I don't know. Like, why
Italians are racist? Splendid.
Why do they think Italians are shifting right? Like, being like vehemently like, oh, that pizza's racist and stuff. It's like, what are you trying to do here? Because Italians are racist? I don't get it. I don't know.
Catholics are also just trending right in general.
Pizza's the most base food. Yeah, pizza is. Like, pizza's like an amazing, like, you can make anything with pizza. Well, except pineapples. If you do,
Pineapple on pizza's good. Fuck off.
I disagree with that one, but that's just me.
But back to Cornyn, Cornyn, even if he does run for re-election, I don't think he's going to break 50% in our primary.
Manhattan will likely keep trending leftwards or stay stagnant. It's really like 80% Democrat. So I don't know about that one.
I mean, there's not I don't even know. Is there even any more people the Democrats can win over in Manhattan? So it's so blue.
Rap, aren't most Italians in the mafia? No, I don't think so. A school district in New Jersey wants to cancel Halloween celebration because of equity. Even Governor Murphy tweeted against it. Yeah, what the hell? Like, I saw something about that. I don't know enough about it, but it's like, why? Okay, so we are about to have our vote. The quorum is almost established, everybody. They're waiting on 4 people. God damn it.
Well, I mean, there's 2 Democrats not there and 1 Republican not there, so it's 1 Democrat who hasn't recorded themselves as president.
Okay, that's... Okay, yeah, they're just coping on C-SPAN. Okay, here we go! Here we go!
Back to the House of
How does the audio sound?
Oh, I'm not...
Are all members...
Tyrone, just focus on driving. Focus on that.
Yeah, I mean, the audio sounds fine for me.
I've had nothing since waking up. I am starving to death for the sake of watching this right now.
429 members.
Okay,
have recorded
429.
their presence.
Here we go!
The question now recurs on the election of Speaker.
Day 4.
The tellers will please come forward to take their seats once again.
Day 15! Give it up for day 15!
Woo! Yay!
Thank you.
Tyrone for Speaker.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Tyrone, the chat wants you for Speaker.
I mean, when's the last time we had a Speaker of the House from Texas? John Nancy Gardner, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Alright.
I wouldn't mind being Cactus Jack 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna know early on how well this is gonna go. I'm supporting McCarthy.
Man, you know you're in rural Texas when you see a fucking dead horse on the side of the road.
All right.
By the way, they should make this shit electric. Like, they should digitalize this shit. They should be able to just cast their votes digitally.
Yeah. Alright. Yes, here we go! Who's gonna nominate Johnson, I wonder, this time? Stefanik, I'm guessing?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yep, there's 3 Democrats missing.
The chair now recognizes the gentlewoman from New York, Ms. Stefanik.
Here we go.
Mr. Speaker Pro Temp, Madam Clerk, colleagues, on behalf of the House Republican Conference, I rise today to nominate the gentleman from Louisiana, Mike Johnson, as Speaker of the People's House.
Yay! Let's go! It looks like he's got it.
Nothing ever happens.
Shut up, nerd.
I hope that McHenry gets a primary challenge. 15 minutes of clapping later. Bruh.
We convene this esteemed body today at
That
a
was so
time
short,
of
bro.
great crisis across America, a time of unprecedented challenges in this hallowed chamber, and a time when our most precious ally, Israel's very existence, is under attack from forces of evil. Yesterday, our dear colleague, our former conference chair, our chair of Energy and Commerce, Kathy McMorris Rogers, nominated Mike Johnson in our conference. And she put it best, and I want to quote her today. She said, quote, "Trust has been broken, and we have come to a standstill."
You guys watch
How do we restore trust between members, leadership, and ultimately between Congress and we, the people? Kathy went on to say, there's a sense that it cannot be business as usual. She went on to note, above the Speaker's chair in the House chamber is our nation's motto.
Is it over, chat?
In God we trust.
Chat's angry. It's probably just because of Elise Stefanik, actually.
Ms. McMorris-Rodgers went on to say, the times in which we are living demand boldness,
Okay, I'm back. What I miss?
unity, and transformational
Elise
leadership.
Stefanik
that
just
begins
kept
with
talking.
trust in
Nothing
God
happens.
and each
Nothing
other.
ever happens.
Trust is when the magic happens. In the story of King David, we are reminded that man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. End quote. Today is the day that House Republicans will humbly look in our hearts and elect Mike Johnson as Speaker of the People's House.
15 minutes of clapping
a man of
later.
Deep faith, Mike epitomizes what it means to be a servant leader. A deeply respected constitutional lawyer, Mike has dedicated his life to preserving America's great principles of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Mike is a titan on the Judiciary Committee and a dedicated member of the House Armed Services Committee. And as vice chair of our conference, he has united all of our members to speak clearly and boldly on behalf of the American people.
Watch Bacon and Duarte vote for McCarthy. I'm telling you, Kevin Kiley's going to vote his conscience.
Mike is strong,
out of
and
nowhere.
fair,
Him and
above
David
all,
Schweikert.
Mike is kind.
They're having a bad day.
And at this very moment, this Republican conference knows that we live in perilous times and the American people are hurting. Families are struggling under the pain of inflation caused by reckless far-left spending, unable to afford groceries, heat, or gas.
So get on
we
with
have an
it.
inhumane open border with millions
this?
illegally
Like 10
smuggled in
minutes.
traffic,
What is this,
and
Stalin's
tens
Russia?
of
So many
thousands of
clapping.
children lost in the chasm of the incompetence and negligence
Mike
of the
Johnson
Biden
is the Joseph
administration.
Stalin of the GOP.
Israel is under attack by Iranian-backed Hamas terrorists committing atrocities, with Israelis suffering the bloodiest days in modern
Yeah, we gotta do
memory.
something. I'm not saying like get
Crime
involved,
is
but like
skyrocketing on
I
our
just support
streets,
some aid.
while there are
but-
vicious calls from the left to defund our great men and women in blue. American energy production.
Boo! I just hear them booing about that. Really?
American energy production has been crushed by Joe Biden's radical, failed, far-left Democrat policies, causing
He's not wrong.
seniors, farmers, and families to pay more at the
Just
pump.
vote already.
And Americans fundamentally understand that the federal government has been illegally weaponized against we, the people.
Yeah, if Mike Johnson ends up
Shredding
being
the
good, this
Constitution,
gambit by Democrats to
targeting
oust McCarthy's probably
conservative
backfired a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Stop the clapping. Rap goes neocon. I'm not going neocon. I'm just saying I support humanitarian aid to Ukraine. I support that. That's
Yes,
about it.
I'll say it again. The federal government has been illegally weaponized against we, the people, shredding the Constitution, targeting conservatives, parents, and even Joe Biden's top political opponent. The people are looking to this great chamber
It's
to
not wrong.
save America, and save America we will.
Yeah. She's cooking, kind of.
And as we embark on the path ahead, I am reminded of Galatians 6:9.
Boo.
And let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due
Tyra, what's going on over there?
we will reap if we do not give up.
Tyrone.
House Republicans and Speaker Mike Johnson will
that
never
was you
give
back
up.
in Gaza.
Today is the day we get this done. May God bless our next speaker, Mike Johnson. May God bless the United States of America. And I yield
I've
back.
converted to Sunni Islam. My name is now Quran al-Bukhari. I'm taking the God trip.
I didn't hear a word you just said.
Mashallah, the infidels got me killed.
Bruh.
So it's just completely incoherent. Screaming into the void.
Bruh.
The chair recognizes the gentleman from California, Mr. Aguilar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tempore. I notice a little bit more of a smile on your face today than we have in the past.
Oh yay, more clapping. Really?
All of a sudden, the entire country is just gonna know who Mike Johnson is, by the way.
They're like seals.
No one's heard of this guy until now.
And now he's the most popular guy ever.
He's the third in line for the presidency
I rise
now,
today
if you
at
count
the
Biden.
At the direction of the Democratic caucus to place the nomination for the position of Speaker of the House of Representatives, the Honorable Hakeem Jeffries from New York.
Boo!
The bad, brilliant brother from Brooklyn.
Yep, Democrats are about to give a 30-minute speech.
Oh, it's gonna be all.
God.
Oh, you have to see his face right next to him there.
He just wants to die.
Mr. Speaker, you may agree with this, but
All rise
we
for
are back
Comrade
here
Johnson.
22 days into this Republican-manufactured chaos.
Oh, shut
and House
up.
Republicans have brought us to the exact same position that we were back then. All of the infighting, all of the disarray, just to end up where we were 3 weeks ago.
That's such
These
a
past
joke.
few weeks, we have been left wondering if Republicans were truly intent on solving our issues, reopening the House of Representatives, and rallying around someone to lead this chamber. Or
Dustin Carter for
has this
2. We need
been
boots on the
about
ground
something
for real.
else?
Israel, God bless.
Has this been about a
God
focus
bless
of
it.
House Republicans?
No,
to
I disagree
find
with
the
that.
person
No boots
who
on the
can
ground.
pass their extreme litmus test.
Oh, extreme
oppose
litmus
marriage
test.
equality,
We support post-birth
enact a
abortion,
nationwide
but
abortion
Republicans
ban
are the true
without
extremists.
exceptions, gut Social Security and Medicare, and
Hey guys,
support
I'm going
overturning
into
a free
physical
and fair
therapy.
election. It's a fair question.
I'll be back in like an hour.
It's a fair question.
That's fine. We'll
I'll
probably still
see
be
you
here.
guys later.
All right, see ya. See you, Jeff. See you,
All right.
They'll still be talking about the great story of Hakeem Jeffries' life by the
Yeah.
time he comes back.
15 hours later.
At that point, we'll be in Hakeem Jeffries' teen years, talking about how he did in high school.
It'll be the Chris Christie
Questionnaire
speech
is
again.
about growing the middle class.
Back in
helping our communities,
1876, Abraham
keeping the
Lincoln.
cost of health care lower and making life for everyday Americans better.
Hakeem Jeffries'
The
favorite
gentleman from New York
president in
said
his
it right.
lifetime was
This
Abraham
has been
Lincoln.
about
So
one
true.
thing. This has been about who can appease Donald
Truth
Trump.
over facts. Boo. We love Trump. We want the orange man.
House Republicans have put their names behind someone who has been called the most important architect of the Electoral College objections. He's spearheaded...
RFK would easily get
that's
third
fair. We
place
know
in
how you
Alaska
feel.
and Maine.
Yeah, you've made that clear.
Oh,
He
shut up.
spearheaded the legal effort, joined by more than 100 of our colleagues on the other side of the aisle in support of a dangerous and
Hakeem
baseless
Jeffries
lawsuit
literally
to
supported
overturn
the same
results
thing back in
of the 2020
2016.
election. On the eve
Orange
of
man
January
bad.
6th, some of my Republican colleagues even called this a failed strategy. Yet those same individuals plan to stand right next to him today. Mr. Speaker Pro Tem, House Democrats believe that
Johnson.
when members of this body
Bro, they're making
voted
Johnson sound more
to
of a
reject
badass.
the results of the 2020 election, they forfeited their ability
Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with
lead
hearing
this
about
chamber.
extremist Mike
Yeah.
Johnson for the next years now. Extremist, Mike extremist.
Extreme. Is this guy putting together random words to make sentences, or does he
On
believe
this
what
side
he's
of the
saying?
aisle, we know what leadership
Orange
is.
man, good. So
Hakeem
true.
Jeffries has never turned his back on the will of the American people.
Bullcrap.
The son of two social workers, he has always stood by
That's
the
not a
side
good thing.
of working families.
That's not a good
The most
thing.
pressing needs of everyday Americans are his North Star. He believes that everyone in America should have the opportunity to get ahead and achieve their version of the American dream.
No, he doesn't.
He believes that access to affordable health care is a right, not a privilege. He believes that reproductive freedom must be guaranteed,
That means abortion
not stripped
post-birth.
away.
Yeah, can we just talk about real quick how we're all of a sudden we're getting a House Freedom guy? I mean, we're talking about how he wasn't totally House Freedom Caucus, but
he's all but in
should be
it.
rewarded.
yeah.
He
I
believes
mean, he's
in growing
I
the
thought he
middle
officially
class
was in it,
so that everyone can
He's like
succeed.
on the
He
edge.
believes that our schools and our communities
But
should be
he's
safe
becoming
and
speaker,
free
which
from
is a
gun
big deal.
violence. He believes that investing in public schools, not depriving students of fact-based education by banning books. He believes in taking care of our seniors and our veterans, not slashing their benefits. He believes in living up to the promise that America is a beacon of hope and a land of opportunity. He believes in defending democracy against all enemies. and adversaries,
So
foreign
stupid. They're
and
literally trying to
domestic.
throw the top polling guy in jail. I don't want to hear it, honestly. So annoying. It's so annoying when they say
We
this stuff
love
and then
democracy.
you look at what they do.
James, you love
He believes
democracy.
in standing by our allies, Israel and Ukraine.
No, only Israel. They're actually allied to us, not Ukraine. This is stupid.
And he believes in keeping our government running and open. Let me be clear. This is not just a belief system.
When are we going to send aid
Leader
to the
Jeffries
American
has the
people is
track
my
record to
question.
back it up.
When are we going to send
He
aid
is
to
certainly
the
a far
American
contrast
people is
from
my
who
question.
Republicans have nominated, with or without
That's
their
too much
votes,
money.
to nominate today.
Democracy!
But if House Republicans choose, they can still join us on a bipartisan path forward. Let's come together to fund our government, support
It's
our
crazy
allies
how in
abroad,
24 hours
and
we went from
deliver
speaker
for
I'm gonna
working
having Jim
families.
join with better optics
End
as
the
speaker.
chaos
Yeah.
and the dysfunction.
That should
end
tell you
the
everything about, like,
extremism.
Don Bacon.
Let's open up the people's house. I yield back, Mr. Speaker.
Here we go! I swear to God, Don Bacon, if you vote Prez, I'm just gonna leave.
David Schweiker comes out. I'm voting for Mike Bost. Mike Bost.
The reading clerk will now call the roll.
Here we go.
Adams. Jeffries. Adderholt. Johnson.
Here, okay.
Aguilar. Jeffries. Alford. Johnson.
Just say Johnson!
Allen. Johnson.
Mike Johnson.
Allred. Jeffries.
Allred.
Amadei. Johnson. Armstrong. Johnson.
Where's
I
the
believe
Conrad?
Amadei was one of the anti-Mike Johnson people from yesterday.
Johnson. Auchincloss. Jeffries.
Where's what Bacon does?
Babin. Johnson. Bacon.
Oh! Johnson
Okay, yeah,
did
it's
it!
basically over. It's basically over now.
Johnson.
Yep.
Bacon.
Alderson.
I don't think he's gonna have any defense. I don't think
Johnson.
He may have like one or two presents.
Ballant.
That may
I
be
don't
it.
think so. I think it's
Speaking
I
of
think
Mike
they're all gonna
Johnson,
Banks.
the
Johnson.
most normal looking speaker we've gotten in a
Barr.
long time, honestly.
He's like the Republican for Republican
Johnson.
town.
Yeah.
Berrigan. Jeffries. Bean of Florida. Johnson.
Yes.
Beatty.
We're getting closer, gentlemen.
Jeffries. Bentz.
Vegan bacon cake. Yeah.
Johnson. Barra. Jeffries. Bergman. Johnson.
Are you drunk? Did I hear him
Fire.
drunk?
Yeah, Matt Gates W, by the way.
Yeah.
Beyer. Bice.
What is this camera angle?
Johnson.
You guys see this?
Biggs.
I've never seen this before.
Johnson.
Bro, what is this?
So cinematic.
Skourakis.
More
Johnson.
Johnson.
Bishop of Georgia. Jeffries. Bishop of North Carolina. Johnson.
It's honestly more likely John James
Blumenauer.
votes against him
Yeah.
than Don Bacon.
Jeffries.
What a disappointment.
Blunt Rochester. Jeffries.
Lord Rhino for £2. Who and where's Mike Johnson from? Louisiana.
Bogart.
He's a Freedom Caucus member, essentially.
Yeah. His district is like Shreveport.
Bonamici.
Old school GTA camera.
It is,
Jeffries.
it is.
Bost.
It's also like the camera angle in 5.
Johnson.
Yeah, that's
You
what
press B
I
a
was
few
trying to think
times.
of.
Bowman.
Like GTA.
Jeffries. Boyle of Pennsylvania. Boyle of Pennsylvania.
I guess he didn't
Joaquin.
show up.
Johnson. Brown.
Van Orden isn't there. Being a
Jeffries.
coward.
Brownlee.
They
Has he
hired-
said anything?
Jeffries.
What?
Has he actually said anything about Mike
Buchanan.
Johnson or
Van Orden?
whatever? Yeah.
He endorsed him.
Johnson.
He endorsed somebody didn't show up.
Buck.
All right.
Johnson.
Yeah!
The schizo voted for
Bouchon.
him.
Johnson.
He's still going to get primaried.
Bazinski. Jeffries. Burchett.
Here we go.
Johnson.
Boyle's absent? Okay.
Burgess. Johnson. Burleson. Johnson. Bush. Jeffries. Calvert.
So, DeRaymer's be a big
Johnson.
one. How is she gonna? I think she endorsed Johnson, but
Kamek.
No, she hadn't said
Johnson.
anything. I think.
okay.
Caraballo. Jeffries. Carbajal. Jeffries. Cardenas. Jeffries. Carey. Johnson.
Since a Republican posted that she
Carl.
would support Mike Johnson.
Johnson.
Travis Duremer.
Carson.
My representative voted for Johnson. I think everybody's is.
Jeffries. Carter of Georgia. Mike Johnson. Carter of Louisiana. Jeffries.
Hakeem Jeffries.
Carter of Texas. Johnson.
Okay.
Cartwright. Jeffries.
What was that yell?
Kassar.
I'm pretty sure he did that
Jeffries.
every time.
Yeah, he does that every time.
I remember him doing that in January at
Case.
least.
Jeffries. Caston. Jeffries. Castor of Florida.
Yep.
Jeffries. Castro of Texas. Jeffries. Chavez de Reamer. Johnson.
Yeah!
Okay, yeah, he's
Surface
getting every
McCormick.
single vote.
Jeffries.
Well, Jake Elsley, that's the only one I'm worried about.
Chew.
Being a dickhead.
Jake Elsley's awful. He's only in the House because of
Cisco Minor.
Democrats.
Yeah! People forget about that one.
Johnson.
If it was only Republicans, he would have
Clark
lost
of
like 30.
Massachusetts. Jeffries.
The least trustworthy Republicans in office are always
Clark
the
of
ones
New
that are
York.
in that position because of Democrats. This
Jeffries.
goes for
That's why I'm
people like
against-
Jake Elsley and Lisa Murkowski.
That's
Cleaver.
why I'm against like runoffs like that. Like
Jeffries.
Yeah, it's really stupid.
if both candidates are
Klein.
of the same party and they're number 1 and number 2,
Johnson.
it should be whoever got the most votes
Cloud.
right away. Not Democrats could just flip like that.
Johnson. Clyburn. Jeffries. Clyde. Johnson.
Is Johnson a compromise candidate? No.
Cohen.
He's the guy everybody likes, but he's like super
Jeffries.
conservative.
Cole. Johnson.
Mike Johnson.
Collins.
Where's the meme at?
Johnson. Comer. Johnson. Connolly. Jeffries. Correa. Correa. Costa. Jeffries. Courtney. Jeffries. Craig.
Bro. Really? They're gonna applaud that? What?
This is so stupid.
They're just gonna clap like seals, everybody.
Jeffries. Crane. Johnson.
Yay!
Crawford. Johnson. Crenshaw. Johnson.
I Patch McCain.
Crockett. Jeffries. Crow. Jeffries. Cuellar. Jeffries.
Okay.
Curtis.
Take a shot every time they clap. You would
Johnson.
die of overdose.
Davis of Kansas. Jeffries. Davidson.
Is it bad that I never heard this guy before?
Johnson.
No, most people haven't.
Davis of Illinois. Jeffries. Davis of North Carolina. Jeffries. Dean of Pennsylvania. Jeffries.
We're getting close, everybody.
DeGette. Jeffries.
This whole process should be done digitally at some point.
Dela Cruz.
I agree.
Johnson.
Well, you should, like, publicly it makes them,
Delora.
like, vote for somebody, but yeah.
Jeffries. Del Bene. Jeffries.
Where's Angie Craig at?
Deluzio.
She's from Minnesota's 3rd, I think it is.
Jeffries.
Davis has a
Desagne.
cane.
Jeffries. Desjardins. Johnson. Diaz-Pizito.
Yep, big
Johnson.
that's it's over.
Diaz-Balart. Johnson.
Jimenez, where are you at?
Dingle.
Dingle.
Jeffries.
Bad news. Jeffries is taking the lead.
Doggett.
No, it's over.
Jeffries.
Stop the count.
Donalds. Johnson. Duarte. Johnson.
Oh,
Duncan.
I think Elsie's soon.
Johnson.
Okay, Elsie better vote for
Dunn of
frickin'
Florida.
Johnson.
Johnson. Edwards. Johnson. Elsie.
Thank
Johnson.
you.
Over.
Emmer.
Was it that difficult? Oh my god. Clap like seals, quick. You got owned by Trump. That was funny.
Johnson.
Yeah, his nomination lasted like what, 4 hours?
Yeah. Not even that.
Eshu.
That was so funny.
Very sad, very
Jeffries.
sad.
Espaillat.
He was probably pissed off at what they did to Jordan.
Jeffries. Estes. Johnson.
I
Evans.
wonder why Trump didn't endorse Johnson. Well, he basically
Jeffries.
did today.
Ezell.
Well,
Johnson.
no, because he said all 5 were
Fallon.
great. They didn't want to get involved, which I agree with.
Johnson.
Cringe.
Finstra. Johnson. Ferguson. Johnson. Finstad. Johnson. Fishbach. Johnson.
Listen for a smoke alarm to be pulled.
Fitzgerald. Johnson. Fitzpatrick. Johnson.
Gotta
Fleischman.
delay the count.
Johnson.
You know, Gates pulled
Fletcher.
off one of the best heist jobs
Jeffries.
ever. You go from McCarthy to Johnson.
Flood. Johnson. Foster. Jeffries.
69 and Johnson,
Fucci.
nice.
Jeffries. Fox. Johnson. Lois Frankel. Jeffries. Scott Franklin.
Okay, we're getting closer, everybody.
Johnson. Frost. Jeffries. Fry. Johnson.
Oh, sorry about that.
Fulcher. Johnson. Gates. Johnson.
Nobody
Gallagher.
clapped.
Johnson. Gallego. Gallego.
Brett Bozo, he didn't show up. Ran closer. 75.
Garamendi.
Okay.
Jeffries. Garbarino.
Did LZ vote for Johnson? Yes.
Johnson. Mike Garcia. Johnson.
Yeah.
Robert Garcia. Jeffries. Garcia of Illinois.
What's the threshold? 217?
Garcia of Texas.
I think it might be 216 with the absence.
Yeah, so we'll just say 216.
Jimenez. Johnson.
Yes!
Golden of Maine. Jeffries. Goldman of New York. Jeffries.
Oh, God, Granger's coming up.
Notice that
Gomez.
even Jared Golden votes for Jeffries, by the way,
Jeffries.
and
Yeah.
Maine's second.
Here comes Granger.
Tony Gonzalez. Johnson. Vicente Gonzalez.
Yeah, I think it's 216.
Vicente
It's
Gonzalez.
3 absences.
People are saying 215.
Good of Virginia. Johnson.
Well, there's 3 absences, right?
Gooden of Texas.
We just got to see.
Johnson.
I think there's 4. Like
Gosar.
one Republican who's Van Orden.
Johnson. Gottheimer.
Yeah, go Sar.
Jeffries. Granger.
Yeah, if it's 4, then it would be 215.
Johnson.
Oh, she voted Johnson, yes!
Graves of Louisiana. Johnson.
Yeah, we need to
Graves
get someone
of
good to run
Missouri.
against Golden.
Johnson.
Oh, we got the race car guy.
Green of Tennessee.
We got the race car guy. He's going to win.
NASCAR, I should say, but he's pretty
Johnson.
good. Yeah, actually, he's
Green
really
of
good.
Texas.
Good
No!
fight for that.
Jeffries.
Fringe!
Green of Georgia. Johnson. Griffith. Johnson. Grijalva.
Gonzalez
Jeffries.
base. Rare W.
Grothman. Johnson.
Yes.
Guest. Johnson. Guthrie. Johnson. Hageman. Johnson.
Come on, we're
Harder
close.
of California. Jeffries. Harris. Johnson.
Jensen.
Harshbarger. Johnson. Hayes. Jeffries.
So, I mean, who else would vote against Johnson at this point?
Hearn.
No one. It's gonna be
Johnson.
everyone voting for him.
Really?
Higgins of Louisiana. Johnson. Higgins of New York. Jeffries. Hill. Johnson.
They didn't even know what he said.
Himes. Jeffries.
Hakeem will never be
Hinson.
speaker until 2026. Hopefully.
Johnson. Horsford.
Democracy!
Houchin. Johnson. Houlihan. Jeffries. Hoyer. Jeffries. Hoyle of Oregon. Jeffries.
We're halfway there, gentlemen.
Hudson.
Wait, that's only halfway.
Johnson.
Aw.
Halfway.
Huffman.
Hey, Rap, how
I'm out
good
of class now. What I missed?
Huizinga.
We are getting close.
Hey.
Johnson's
Johnson.
unanimous so far at 100.
Hunt. Johnson.
Nobody
Isa.
opposed him yet.
I could still
Johnson.
see John James.
Ivy.
I swear.
Jeffries.
If he votes for that Miller lady again, I'm gonna leave.
Jackson of Illinois.
He's going to vote for a new random ass representative.
No, that was a representative.
Jeffries.
She was like some random lady from Michigan.
Jackson
Well,
of North Carolina.
she was the Public Works Commissioner and former
Jeffries.
Congresswoman.
How's the House election looking like if Section 2 is killed?
Jackson of
Pretty
Texas. Johnson. Jackson Lee.
I return.
Jeffries.
Good. We're getting
Jacobs.
Gentlemen, we're gonna
Jeffries.
celebrate when we get to 217 or whatever.
James.
It is. Yeah.
Johnson.
Literally over.
Yeet, your plan
Jayapal.
failed.
Jeffries.
Mission failed.
Jeffries.
We'll get next time.
John James, how could you? We needed the funny
Jeffries.
vote.
Oh God. Clap like seals.
John James was honestly our only hope of someone voting for like Charlie Baker in the House or something stupid
What
like that.
what Dem just voted that they're all cheering for?
Jeffries voted for Jeffries.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that's funny.
Jeffries.
Wow, I
Stop
didn't know that you're
Johnson
telling me
of
for the first
Louisiana.
time.
Johnson.
Yay! This is a great moment of unity. Yeah, clap like seals.
They've done this, what, 5 or so times now?
They've done this 10 times.
Johnson
When there's
of
like no
Ohio.
hope of Jeffries actually getting it.
Johnson. Johnson of South Dakota. Johnson.
Rusty. Which Johnson?
Jordan. Johnson.
Anytime it's actually acceptable to clap after a vote, whenever the speaker does it for himself. That's
I
about
still
it.
feel bad for Jordan, what they did.
Yeah,
Joyce of Ohio.
got robbed.
He got shafted.
Joyce of Ohio. Johnson.
Yeah, he got shafted, but Jordan,
Pennsylvania.
not Jordan. Johnson's much better.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but
It made me more angry how the, what was it, 25 people or
Jeffries.
more or less, that how they treated the
Captor.
Republican voter.
yeah, they just said screw
That was
him.
disgusting.
That's what they
that
literally
was
said
disgusting.
that. They
That
literally
was honestly
said
worse than voting to impeach Trump.
Kane
That was
of New
worse.
Jersey.
It's inexcusable.
Well, that's what they said. They literally said,
Keating.
the voters are getting mad at us, so we're going to
Jeffries.
ignore them. We're not going to be the bullies.
Kelly of Illinois.
Let's see here. Mike,
Jeffries.
breaking news. Mike Johnson voted for Mike
Kelly
Johnson.
of Mississippi. Johnson.
Saul Goodman for 2. Rap just sounded like
Kelly of
Howard Dean with
Pennsylvania.
James vote. Real.
Johnson.
That literally just sounds like an Onion article. Mike Johnson votes for Mike
Jeffries.
Johnson, House Speakership. Will this change the dynamics of the
Higgins
race?
of Virginia. Johnson.
Okay.
Kilby.
I never thought we were
Jeffries.
getting a speaker, but it looks like we're getting...
Kylie. Johnson.
They were going to get
Kelly
one
voted!
before
Kelly voted for
shutdown.
Johnson. Your plan failed.
Over.
Jeffries.
Kevin Kiley, why?
Kim of California.
The funny vote.
Johnson. Kim
Johnson's
of New
like
Jersey.
the same as Jordan, but more efficient, man.
Jeffries.
Not as, like, known.
Krishnamurthy. Jeffries. Custer. Jeffries.
This poor
Yeah,
lady.
Bacon's
Custoff.
basically just a Democrat.
Johnson.
He should just flip at this point.
LaHood.
Yeah. At this point, I hope the Democrat beats him.
Johnson.
Won't really matter.
LaLota. Johnson. LaMalfa. Johnson.
We are still going to have the
Lamborn.
primary the 20. We're screwing over Jordan. Yeah,
Johnson.
a lot of need to go.
Landsman. Landsman.
Another one that didn't show up. Oh.
Jeffries. Langworthy. Johnson. Larson of Washington.
Lord Rhino for £2. Did the Freedom
Jeffries.
Caucus just coup the GOP elite? Pretty
Larson
much.
of Connecticut. Jeffries. Latta. Johnson. LaTurner. Johnson. Lawler.
Yeah!
Lee of California. Jeffries. Lee of Florida. Johnson.
Okay.
Lee of Nevada. Jeffries.
I mean, who? There's nobody
Lee
that's
of
going to like vote
Pennsylvania.
against him.
Yeah.
Jeffries. Ledger
It's Jover.
Fernandez. Jeffries.
Wait, what is Santos going to do?
Let's go.
I'm voting for Donald Trump.
Johnson. Letlow. Johnson. Levin. Jeffries. Liu. Jeffries. Lofgren. Jeffries. Loudermilk.
Mike Johnson.
Johnson.
Mike Johnson.
Lucas. Johnson. Luke Kameyer. Johnson.
Hey, 131.
Luna. Johnson.
Yay. Is Paul Gosar falling
Latrell.
asleep?
Johnson.
He's probably exhausted.
Lynch.
He's like, I've been here for fucking 10 years or something.
Jeffries.
I can't take anymore.
Mace. Johnson. Magaziner. Jeffries. Maliotakis. Johnson. Mann.
I like
Johnson.
Mike. Mike Johnson.
Manning. Jeffries. Massey. Johnson.
Yay.
Mast.
That's another one.
Johnson.
McHenry will vote for himself because he did a base job as
Matsui.
Speaker Pro Tempore. The only thing he did was kick out
Jeffries.
Pelosi. It was funny.
McBath. Jeffries. McCarthy. Johnson.
Oh, they're gonna clap. Yep.
Clap like seals.
As soon as I heard McCarthy, I knew they were gonna clap.
Is Gates clapping to that or no? I see Santos in the back, right corner.
Paul. Johnson. McLean. Johnson. McClellan. Jeffries.
Aw.
McClintock. Johnson. McCullum. Jeffries.
My ambition is to be the reading clerk of the House someday. I would hate that job.
McCormick.
Having to read off the names like this every
Johnson.
5 minutes, especially when it comes to the speakership stuff.
McGarvey.
4 times in the span of a
Jeffries.
couple weeks isn't too bad.
McGovern.
Much better than January.
Jeffries.
Every 15
McHenry.
minutes.
Johnson.
They're never going to stop clapping, are they? Clap, 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 clap. Help, I can't
Meeks.
stop clapping.
Jeffries. Menendez.
Jeffries.
Jeffries. Ming. Jeffries. Muser. Johnson. Mfume. Jeffries.
Hey, Rap, this may be a
Miller of
hot take, but
Illinois.
I think New York Senate race will be closer than anticipated. It's
Johnson.
possible, I guess.
Miller of Ohio.
It probably will
Johnson.
be.
It's possible. We just gotta see.
Miller of West Virginia.
I mean, it depends on what's anticipated by
Johnson.
most people.
Miller
guess.
Meeks. Johnson. Mills. Johnson.
Yeah!
Molinaro.
I'm glad he won.
Johnson.
He's been solid.
Mills is pretty good.
Molinar. Johnson. Mooney. Johnson. Moore of Alabama. Johnson. Moore of Utah. Johnson. Moore of Wisconsin. Jeffries. Moran.
Last moments for interim speaker,
Johnson.
yeah.
Morelli.
Yeah, so what is
Jeffries.
what is going to be the first
Moskowitz.
option? What does Johnson do first when he gets
Jeffries.
speakership?
Moulton. Jeffries.
Ah.
Mervan.
No, I got no clue, honestly.
Jeffries.
Didn't he say he was going to work on the energy and water
Yes,
bill?
I think Tyrone says about the appropriations, but I don't know
Jeffries. Murphy. Johnson. Nadler. Jeffries. Napolitano. Jeffries. Neal. Jeffries. Neguse. Jeffries.
The Sims are apparently mad that Johnson be the Speaker of the House.
Newhouse.
Why? You would think that'd be someone they'd like.
Because it's Trump.
It's almost like they're not
Norcross.
actually
Orange Man.
populist.
Orange Man bad.
Arr.
Johnson. None of Iowa. Johnson.
Defeat the woke mind
Obernolte.
virus. Real.
Johnson. Ocasio-Cortez. Jeffries.
Cringe.
Ogles. Johnson. Omar. Jeffries.
Orange Man
Owens.
bad.
Johnson.
The Sims should be deported.
Pallone.
Yeah.
Jeffries.
Is Mike Johnson team
Palmer.
player? Yes.
Johnson. Panetta. Jeffries. Pappas. Jeffries. Pasquale.
Imagine if one of them says the wrong name by mistake.
Jeffries.
Real.
Payne.
Payne. The best name
Jeffries. Pelosi.
50 more years of clapping.
Holy shit, Dave Wasserman called it.
Did he actually?
I don't know, some guy in chat said so.
It's gonna happen.
That means it's probably
Jeffries.
true.
Peltola. Jeffries. Pence.
Pay attention how Peltola in Alaska, red
Perez.
state, is also just casually voting Jeff.
Jeffries.
Wasserman did actually call it.
Perry.
Wasserman called it?
Johnson.
He did!
Peters. Jeffries.
Wasserman has called
Pedersen.
it. We are minutes away from getting a Freedom
Pfluger.
Caucus member as Speaker.
Johnson. Phillips. Jeffries. Pingree. Jeffries.
Wasserman called it.
Pocan.
We're gonna celebrate like
Jeffries.
it's Virginia 2021 when
Porter.
Johnson gets it officially.
Jeffries. Posey. Johnson.
Wasserman did call it.
Presley. Jeffries.
Yeah, the Sims
Quigley.
need to be deported to California or
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
Chief
Ramirez.
Constituent for 2, Johnson.
I should do Massachusetts.
Yeah,
Jeffries.
Johnson. Just Johnson.
Raskin. Jeffries. Reschenthaler. Johnson. Rogers of Washington. Johnson. Rogers of Alabama. Johnson.
What's Johnson's score? Amazing.
Rogers of Kentucky. Johnson.
Are
Rose.
you all ready to celebrate when this happens?
Johnson.
I'm ready to celebrate because I'm going to be able to eat
Rosendale.
after this, which is going to be great.
Johnson. Ross.
Get some coffee.
Jeffries.
It's going to be a good time.
Rouser.
Okay.
Johnson.
Congrats to Dusty Johnson.
Roy.
Let's go, Dusty Johnson!
Johnson.
Yeah,
Louise.
someone... Imagine if someone has no clue
Jeffries.
what's happening. They just jump into the speakership.
Rupersberger.
Yeah, they're like, what the
Dusty
hell?
Johnson!
Jeffries.
Cole Langdon for 5. I just joined.
This is a disaster.
Cole Langdon for 5. I just joined. Has anyone significant voted for
Johnson.
Johnson? Everybody has.
Ryan.
Yeah, there has been no defectors.
Jeffries.
Get the crab rave ready.
Salazar.
Nah, we can't play that. Copyright.
Even Matt Gaetz
Johnson.
voted for Dusty Johnson. Literally nothing ever
Salinas.
happens.
Jeffries. Sanchez.
Getting closer.
Jeffries. Santos.
Yeah!
Sarbanes. Jeffries. Scalise.
Oh, here comes the clapping. Here comes the clapping.
Johnson.
Scalise, I like Scalise, but he has too many health issues. That's my problem.
Steve Scalise. They shot Steve Scalise.
My problem with him is just he has health issues. So.
Scanlon. Jeffries. Schakowsky. Jeffries. Schiff. Jeffries. Snyder.
Schneider.
Jeffries.
Snyder cut.
Skolton. Jeffries. Schreier. Jeffries. Swikert. Johnson. Austin Scott. Johnson.
Come on.
David Scott. Jeffries. Scott of Virginia. Jeffries. Self. Johnson.
It's happening.
Sessions. Johnson.
No claps for that one?
Sewell.
I guess somebody voted for him, so.
Jeffries. Sherman. Jeffries.
Oh, look, the guy who will never
Cheryl.
be senator. What?
Jeffries.
Bro, what's
Simpson.
going on?
Johnson.
Homer Simpson did something good.
Slotkin. Jeffries. Smith of Missouri.
Johnson's literally amazing. What are you talking about?
Johnson. Smith of Nebraska. Johnson.
Yes.
Smith of New Jersey. Johnson. Smith of Washington. Jeffries.
I just hope he didn't make too many
Smucker.
bad promises to get into
I
this
don't think so.
position.
Johnson.
Apparently, he just everyone likes him so
Sorensen.
much.
Everyone just likes
Jeffries.
him.
Apparently, the
Soto.
only thing was like the Ukraine. We may have to give up
Jeffries.
the Ukraine stuff, but
Spanberger.
if that's the only thing we have to give up, I'll sacrifice
Jeffries.
that.
Sparts. Johnson.
Okay.
Stensbury.
Just
Jeffries.
vote.
Stanton.
Why is
Jeffries.
Laura Loomer calling Johnson a rhino? Because Laura Loomer's
Stauber.
insane.
She calls everyone a
Johnson.
rhino.
Didn't she go after
Steele.
Matt Gates?
I
Yeah.
think, like,
Johnson.
I think someone made a map of like all the
Stefanik.
members of Congress.
Yeah, I
It's, like,
saw
all
that.
Yeah, she's
Democrats.
attacked
It's
everyone.
it's every single
Style.
one except for Eli Crane and Andy Biggs.
Johnson.
Bruh.
Stubbe.
She's just
Johnson.
batshit crazy.
Stevens.
Steve.
Jeffries. Strickland.
The only likable guy in Congress. And that's real.
Jeffries. Strong. Johnson.
We're in the home stretch, everybody.
Swalwell. Jeffries. Sykes.
Yeah, if 3 Dems are absent,
Jeffries.
then it's 215 to
Takano.
a majority. Almost there.
Jeffries. Tenney. Johnson.
This is the closest we've been.
Tanadar.
Imagine being elected as a backbencher of the
Jeffries.
House to now being the Speaker of the House.
Thompson.
Has there ever been an
California.
upgrade like that before? Ever?
Jeffries.
You think a backbencher
Thompson
to...
of Mississippi.
It just came out of
Well,
nowhere.
I guess Johnson's... He was a vice chair, but that doesn't really
Thompson
count.
of Pennsylvania. Johnson. Tiffany.
200. Lovely.
Yeah.
15 more.
Timmons. Johnson. Titus. Jeffries. Tlaib. Jeffries. Takuda.
Biggest upgrade in history,
Jeffries. Tonko.
We're about to get a speaker.
Jeffries.
I
Torrance
can't
of
believe we're
California.
actually about to get a Speaker of the House.
Jeffries.
Come on! Few more
Torrance
votes.
of New York. Jeffries.
Are you guys ready to check the wiki page for
Trahan.
anything related to having
Jeffries.
a speaker, by the way? It's just going to be Mike Johnson now.
Jeffries. Turner. Johnson. Underwood. Jeffries. Valadeo.
Yes!
Johnson. Van
I
Drew.
think that was like the last potential toss-up.
Johnson. Van Dyne. Johnson.
And then out of nowhere, we find out that Ryan Zinke was having a bad day.
Van Orden.
And he decided to vote.
Van
Or
Orden.
I cannot think of anyone right now.
Van Orden didn't show up.
Vargas. Jeffries. Vasquez. Jeffries. VC.
GOP Speaker
Jeffries.
candidate Mike Johnson was outraged. What?
Velasquez. Jeffries. Wagner.
Womack is still there,
Johnson.
I guess, yeah. I thought he endorsed him.
Wahlberg. Johnson. Waltz.
I don't know how often that means anything.
Johnson.
They said that last time, remember?
Walter
Man already got too drunk.
Yeah, well, he's in
Jeffries.
Israel right now, so.
Oh, okay. I thought he was just having another bipolar drunk day or something.
Jeffries.
Seems to have a lot of those.
Watson Coleman.
Who saw Mike Johnson's rise coming? Tyrone did.
Integrity!
Or he's wasted in the hallway.
Watson Coleman. Jeffries.
Just vote!
Oh. Come on, we just need 5 more.
The clerk, the staff, and the tellers deserve to have the attention of the House.
What is this?
The clerk will continue.
They're just getting mad because they realized.
Weber of Texas.
Yeah, the Democrats' gambit failed to remove McCarthy.
Johnson.
Clap!
Webster of
4
Florida.
more. The 215.
Johnson.
Yes!
Winstrup. Johnson.
Here we go.
Westerman.
2 more.
Johnson.
One more.
Wexton.
This is literally the Mike Collins
Jeffries.
meme. Who can get the 217, but now it's
Wild.
215.
Jeffries. Williams of Georgia.
And
Jeffries. Williams of New York. Johnson.
there we go.
Williams of Texas.
And there it is.
Johnson.
Speaker Johnson.
Wilson of Florida.
It happened.
Wilson of Florida.
Begin to celebrate!
Jeffries.
It's not official
Wilson of
technically,
South
but.
Carolina.
He's,
Johnson.
I mean, he's basically
Whitman.
crossed the 270
Johnson.
threshold.
It's literally over.
If we're comparing it to,
I think that's the majority of the absences.
Yep,
I
it's
think he's
215.
yeah.
It's 215.
He's got it.
Oh.
He's got it.
Yeah, it's done. He's
Come on.
John, Mike,
We gotta make
yeah,
it
Mike
official,
Johnson's
though.
Yeah, this vote has to. The vote has to.
Mike Johnson is a fit. Yeah! Victory! Begin the celebration! Yeah!
Speaker Johnson. We shall see how he goes.
How long
he
will
does.
last?
Johnson. Yesum. Johnson.
After like 10 seconds of clapping.
Zinke.
Yeah! Woo!
I like how Ryan Zinke just took advantage of his last name.
Yeah.
There.
Crab Rave. The wiki has been updated.
Let's take a look at. Oh, they haven't updated 24 House.
We did
yet.
it.
It's still to be determined.
Speaker Mike Johnson. Gentlemen, we went from Kevin McCarthy to Mike Johnson.
The clerk will now call the names of the members who did not answer the first call of the roll.
I never badmouthed Gates. I'm just saying he should have had a better plan. But hey, he pulled off some mystical bullcrap here.
Well, sometimes you just kind of have to go for it, you know?
Yeah. This has to be one of the best gambles of all time, politically. We could have got screwed with somebody like.
I don't want to hear any Matt Gaetz disrespect ever.
Yeah, where's the Matt Gaetz
Boyle
card?
of
I saw that floating around.
Boyle of Pennsylvania.
I love Matt Gaetz. He's my favorite rep.
Who's Mike Johnson? Is he good? Yeah.
Correa. Correa.
Neocons are coping.
Well, apparently the only people on the right coping are just the Simps, from what I've heard. If you even want to call them right wing at this point.
Jeffries.
Yeah, Johnson's won every single Republican vote.
Vicente Gonzalez.
Matt
Vicente
Gaetz, I'm sorry for ever
Gonzalez.
doubting you. Gates for Florida governor. Yeah. This is a beautiful moment. 10:25, yeah. We got a Speaker
Ben
of the
Orden.
House. Didn't show up.
Ben Orden.
Oh. Oh, wait. Never mind. He's not there.
If there are any members who did not answer the call of the roll, they may come to the well and vote at this time.
America first today and forever. So, we will have a Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. Dumpster Carter for 2. What margin does Zinke, Bacon, and Kent win next year by? I think Zinke wins by like 8. Bacon,
I don't think Bacon wins,
I don't think
honestly.
So. I don't think so either. But Kent, I think he'll pull it off.
I mean, I think that the House is like lean R right now.
Really?
Yeah. I think the Democrats are a lot weaker than they look.
I actually agree with that, but just like, I would say it would be like toss-up, but...
It's kind of where I'm leaning right now with ours.
I currently have I think Republicans are going to win. I think the most likely outcome is Republicans winning a trifecta.
Really, it depends what happens in New York. We're gonna get a really good map out of North Carolina.
Yeah, we're for sure getting 3, so 3 more Republicans. I can't believe it. Yeah, who would have thought we went from Kevin effing McCarthy to Mike Johnson?
Yeah, the party's denied behind Kent for the primary this time, so he should win. Especially with Trump on the ballot. It'll help with turnout.
All right.
The areas that Kent struggled the most in general were the
Here's the official reading, I think. Because it's technically not official yet. They got to read it.
They got to read it. They got to read it. It's not official quite yet.
I think. Come on.
In their tallies, that the total number
how will
of votes
this
cast
affect
is
funding, by the way?
429, of which the Honorable Mike Johnson of the state of Louisiana has received 220 votes.
Yeah. Johnson needs a fundraiser best, but he allocates resources a lot better.
That's really good.
Like, he gives money to everybody. But he's not the best fundraiser. So. County mail-in ballots.
Jeffries of the state of New York has received 209 votes.
Oh.
They're celebrating.
That's a cold.
And the last second, Chris Christie runs in and eats everybody in the room. Johnson got more votes than
Therefore, the
McCarthy.
Honorable Mike Johnson of the state of Louisiana, having received a
Everyone
majority of
just
the
loves
votes
Mike
cast,
Johnson.
duly elected Speaker of the House of Representatives.
Yeah!
Congress.
We have a speaker! Officially!
And to reload the 24 House page on Wikipedia, there it is, Mike Johnson.
We got a real conservative in there. That's a team player. I just realized he got more votes than McCarthy did.
Everyone just likes him, I guess. He looks like a nice guy. I can tell by his face. He looks like a nice guy.
He's the guy from Republican
The chair
Town.
appoints the following committee to escort the Speaker-elect to the chair. The gentleman from Louisiana, Mr. Scalise. The gentleman from Minnesota, Mr. Emmer. The gentlewoman from New York, Ms. Stefanik. The gentleman from North Carolina, Mr. Hudson.
You're cringe.
The gentleman from Alabama, Mr. Palmer. The gentlewoman from Michigan, Mrs. McLean. The gentleman from California, Mr. McCarthy.
What the hell?
The gentleman from Florida, Mr. Donalds. The gentleman from Oklahoma, Mr. Hearn. The gentleman from Michigan,
So the
Mr.
entire
Bergman.
House.
The gentlewoman from Washington, Mrs. Rogers. The gentleman from Texas, Mr. Arrington. The gentleman from Texas, Mr. Fallon. The gentleman from New York, Mr. Molinaro. The gentleman
almost over.
the
I'm
gentlewoman
starving
from
to
Florida,
death.
Mrs. Comack. The gentleman from New York, Mr. Jeffries. The gentlewoman from Massachusetts, Ms. Clark. The gentleman from California, Mr. Aguilar. The gentleman from California, Mr. Liu. The gentlewoman from Washington, Ms. Delbene. The gentleman from South Carolina, Mr. Clyburn. The gentleman from Colorado, Mr. Neguse. The gentlewoman from Texas, Ms. Escobar. The
They're just
gentlewoman from
leaving.
Illinois, Ms. Underwood. The gentlewoman from Florida,
Half
Mrs.
the
Ms.
house is
Wasserman
going to
Schultz.
leave.
The gentleman from Michigan, Mr. Kildee. The gentlewoman from California, Ms. Jacobs.
Libby
The
T
gentlewoman
when
from Texas,
when Jeffries
Ms.
doesn't become
Crockett.
speaker.
And the members of the Louisiana delegation, Mr. Graves, Mr. Higgins, Ms. Letlow, Mr. Carter.
Holy
The committee will retire from the
fuck.
chamber to escort the Speaker-elect to the chair.
Bro. Why is he naming everyone? It's like a ceremony thing. It's like they got to do it. Yeah, this is the first time that a Republican's gotten every single vote since John Boehner in 2011. So yeah, they're listing off the it's like a ceremony thing they do for the speakership. It's dumb, but we'll after this we'll probably head out because I know like Yeet wants to eat. He's starving.
Yeah, I just got up. I immediately went to my computer for this.
Oh, boo-hoo!
I haven't eaten in hours.
It's your fault. God, I keep
I
forgetting.
blame him for holding the vote.
I
at this
forgot
time.
how short McHenry is.
Yeah, Mike Johnson should be giving a speech here, right?
But it's gonna be like 10
He's gonna
hours
grab the
later.
gavel.
Yeah, the stupid sir. I hate this. It's so.
This is gonna be in history books, by the way.
What do we learn today? Mike Johnson voted for Mike Johnson. Wait, doesn't that mean that Johnson gets his own speakership, like, Twitter account?
Oh, yeah, he probably will.
I cannot believe that actually worked. What Gates pulled.
I love Matt Gaetz. I love Matt Gaetz. He's the best rep. He's the best rep.
They're getting their second place trophies.
He spearheaded this whole thing. This is very good news for the House because
Well, we
we
finally-
shouldn't say as much sabotage because
Well, we finally-
we shouldn't say as much sabotage.
Yeah. Because Mike Johnson's a team player. Look at who he funded. There's a map of who he funds. It's like the entire map's red. So,
Can you like post that? I want to see that.
it's on Twitter. I think James may have it.
Yeah, someone
Which
get
one?
that for me. I want to see it.
It's a map of like who's PAC or who has Mike Johnson's PAC like supported for candidates. There's like a
Oh,
map
I don't have that.
There's like a map up there.
Yeah.
It's like the entire map. Yeah, Louisiana can't stop winning. Yeah. First, we got a sweep in Louisiana for the governorship. Next, we have a speaker from Louisiana. Now, Louisiana may overturn Section 2.
I believe in the lieutenant gov race for Louisiana. If you combine the party totals, we actually won the deep blue district.
Yeah, I think we did.
Which is ridiculous. Billy isn't exactly great, but still insane.
Matt Gaetz, presumptive GOP nominee for Florida governorship. Real.
Is this the first Louisianan speaker?
There were a couple that were about to become speaker, but they were like thrown out.
So this is the first official one?
Yeah. Like Dennis Hastert should have never been speaker. That's a funny thing. Some guy in Louisiana, I think he had like a it was like he
Scandal!
cheated on his wife, I think.
Was it a Democrat?
It was a Republican.
I just noticed a trend when it comes to Democrats cheating on their wives while running in elections.
Ben Cynics for 2. Imagine Senators Landry and Johnson in 2040. That would be epic. 5 more hours. Rap, can you make a video covering Brandon Herrera and his run for Congress? I did for members. Hint, hint, join the channel. Republicans can't win black voters, so they gotta get rid of black voters. What the hell are you talking about?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Nobody is saying that. Section 2 is stupid.
Disavow.
No, that's a Democrat saying that. The bozo was saying, well...
Was that actually what he said?
Yeah, that you don't like black voters, so you want to get rid of them. What are you talking about?
That's ridiculous. You don't just say that kind of shit.
Nobody's saying that.
That's ridiculous.
Lord Ryan for £5. If Louisiana overturns Section 2 and New York keeps trending Republican, will the GOP majority grow significantly? It's possible. Who said that? Some bozo in chat, some Democrat.
He said what? I missed it.
If Louisiana overturns Section 2, it is the best state forever, yeah. If they actually do that. Yeah, somebody just brought up that Hakeem Jeffries is 0 for 19 for the speakership. Is that the record? His winning percentage is 0 after like 19 attempts. Cole Langdon for 2. Hey, Rap.
Up, bitches?
Hello. Johnson just got elected. Cole Langdon for 2. Hey, Rap. Thoughts on Steve Bullock, the Montana governor? Overrated. The former governor. I mean, he was kind of moderate, but still. Not saying much.
So Johnson's speaker?
Yep.
Yeah, Mike Johnson's
doing the ceremony thing.
Yeah, Louisiana is probably the most socially right-wing state in the country.
Probably.
And you're watching live
Socially
coverage
conservative
of
state.
the new.
Okay, we're gonna mute this.
I'd say it's Louisiana and Arkansas and like East Texas.
Okay, so you're not chat. You're not missing anything. Don't worry. It's just they're doing this stupid ceremony, which I may not even watch because like why?
I mean, you know what?
Let's see here. LTE viewer loser, yeah. Morrissey is closer to Ted Cruz politically, but he's been a solid attorney general. Of West Virginia? Yeah, he's been pretty good. So yeah, again, chat, we're waiting for the ceremony thing.
I'd be good watching the ceremony.
Well,
or just the speech from him. I only care about the Mike Johnson speech.
Yeah.
Anything after that is just boring. He's gonna come up. Oh, we're gonna do these things.
Louisiana, Alabama, Tennessee, and West Virginia all voted to exclude abortion rights from their constitution. What blue state is the most base GOP?
Arizona.
Two things he should do is impeach Biden and stop funding Ukraine. First one he's gonna do, but will Mike Johnson speak? I don't freaking know. I don't think it's be for a while. I think I'm probably gonna head out. I think we got the speakership stuff.
I just got back.
Well, I'm not. Bro. It just, we're not gonna get any. Now I say the second I end the stream, they show up, but all we're gonna see is just him getting sworn in. But he's the speaker. He is the speaker of the House. So
this was the best possible situation for the Republican Party. Sans all the bullshit. Congressional approval.
Yeah, I think this was best case scenario. Stay for the speech. Yeah, we'll stay for the speech. But I don't want to be here for 3 hours waiting for that speech. Like, why do they gotta wait
just
so
start
long?
the stream up.
No, I got stuff to do, my guy. I got stuff to do.
What? You're editing that? What? Are you editing the video?
It's called I got stuff to do. Why does it matter what? Do you think Mike Johnson will help Republicans expand the majority? Hopefully.
Rap should give me access to the channel. I'll host the stream, and we'll call it Tyrone Talks.
No. Absolutely not. Well, no, we'll stay here, but I'm just saying, like, it better not be like 3 hours, which I don't think it will be.
Mike Johnson filibusters his own speech.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be speaker so bad that he just speaks forever.
Yeah, he just like, so just be Chris Christie's speech. Back in 1876. Rap, are we overhyping Johnson? I don't think so.
I'm just waiting to see what he does. No. It's why I'm not celebrating too much. I'm waiting to see how he actually does. But he should be at least somewhat of an upgrade.
Somewhat, dog. He was the one who
I said at least. We'll see.
He was the one who introduced the nationwide "Don't Say Gay" bill.
Johnson.
Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, here we go. Thank God. Okay. Here we go! He looks like the president from Monsters vs. Aliens. Now I think about it.
I haven't watched that in so many years.
It's a freaking, like... That's what he looks like now I think about it. He's the president from Monsters vs. Aliens.
Okay, chat. What should I get for lunch today? Hey, Yee, read off the first 3 options people give me for lunch.
Okay.
General Hydra for 2. I want to watch Johnson speech. Yeah, we're about to see it. Stephen Colbert. Nah, he doesn't like it.
Alright, the first guy saying to eat Woodrow Wilson,
okay,
that's
first
definitely what he said. Up second name, Mike Johnson.
I'm not.
Oh, there we go. Bagels and locks.
Culver's. and KFC.
Yeah, you need
Fuck,
to get Culver's,
you know what?
actually.
You know what? There is a Culver's in Austin. Fuck it, I'm gonna go to Culver's.
Yo! Culver's is S tier food.
Yeah, people are saying Culver's.
I made like $90 last night because it was raining and I'm a delivery driver, so I'm going to get myself something decent.
Congratulations. What is happening? They are they're moving towards the speakership light.
All right, how far away is Culver's?
Culver's for the win.
Okay, it's a 4-mile drive. That will take about 16 minutes. Don't fuck me. I have to. I have to drive on 35.
Back in 189, I was kicked out of road.
Back in my day.
That's Chris
Now-
Christie.
Okay, boys, we're going to Culver's.
Yay. That's okay.
Mega Mike, we call him Mega Mike.
MAGA Mike.
Yeah, we're gonna hear that. We're going to hear that.
MAGA Mike.
I think it's just a matter
That
of
sounds
time
like a
now.
fucking superhero, though.
Here's hoping he's a good speaker.
Kentucky. Oh, no, that's gone.
Here we go.
The House will come to order.
Here it is.
We need like a really based Republican out of like Kentucky so we can have someone named Kentucky Mike. I don't know. It sounds
Oh,
funny.
Clapping Jeffries, you clapping for him? Bro.
Why?
Please clap.
Chris Christie single-handedly caused a famine in Gold Cuba Field.
Did he eat all the food?
Speaker Mike Johnson, Speaker Emerita Nancy Pelosi, Whip Clark, Chairman Aguilar, all of my colleagues in government on both sides of the aisle. It's an honor and a privilege to once again stand
Yeah,
before
for
you
anyone just
as House
joining
Democratic
the stream right now,
the very
Jeffries did
beginning
get
of
the
this
speakership.
No,
it's over.
no, not Jeffries.
have made clear that
He's literally, he's about to grab the gavel as we
ground
speak.
with our Republican colleagues whenever
Oh,
and wherever
common ground. After you said
for
he
the good
called like a
of the
neo-Nazi
American
stuff.
people. And House Democrats have repeatedly
Who said
who's
a neo-Nazi?
Basically, some of the Democrats
It was
did.
House Democrats who provided a majority
What the
of
fuck?
the votes
So
necessary
the Democrats are the
to
real
avoid
Nazis?
a catastrophic default
Demo-
on
True.
debt that would have crashed the U.S.
Democrats
economy
are the real
and
Nazis.
triggered a job-killing recession.
Democrats are the real
Democrats
racist.
who
That's why I
provided
voted for
a majority
Beto
of the
O'Rourke.
votes necessary to avoid a government shutdown that would have hurt every
I'm gonna
day
get rap
American.
stream demonetized.
It was
one of these
Democrats
days.
who
Bro.
provided a majority of the votes
everybody, he's being
necessary to
guys. He's
secure
joking, all right.
$16 billion
Obviously,
in
I'm being
disaster
sarcastic. I do not
assistance
condone
for Americans
Nazism or
whose lives
racism
have
or
been
fascism in
devastated
any
by
way, shape, or
extreme
form. That
weather
stuff is
events.
anti-American,
From the
and
very
America is
beginning
built
of
on
this Congress,
American
It's
excellence.
It's obviously a joke because there's
Yes, it's a fucking joke.
there's like that
If
meme
people
out,
are on it,
there's like that meme out there of like a Democrat that's like votes for the Democrats because Republicans are the true
we continue
racist.
to look forward
why
a
does
meme.
Mike
to
Johnson
finding
kind of look like
bipartisan common ground.
Pierre
whenever and wherever
Fuck, I always forget how to say his name. He
House
kind of do
Democrats
though.
will continue to
Wait,
partner
shit,
with
that means
President Biden
francophones are
and
now in
Senate
charge of
Democrats
both.
to put people
That means
over
shit. That means we have
politics.
francophone in charge
House
of both
Democrats
lower houses in America
will
and
continue
Canada
to
now.
fight for lower costs, better paying jobs, safer communities, and to build an economy from the middle out and the bottom up
Democracy.
and
We are
not the
10
top
minutes
down.
cold.
House Democrats will continue to push back against extremism in
Oh
this
my.
chamber and throughout the country.
Extremism.
House Democrats will continue to
He's literally
protect
trying to
Social
be
Security,
Obama.
protect Medicare, protect
No one
Medicaid,
even knows who this
protect
guy
our
was
children,
until
protect
January
our
this
climate,
year.
protect low-income families, protect
He's
working
literally trying to
families,
be the
protect
Obama
the middle
today.
class, Protect organized labor.
Protect.
The LGBTQ community. Protect our veterans. Protect older Americans.
So stupid.
Protect the Affordable Care Act.
How about protect
the
all
right to
Americans?
vote. Protect the peaceful transfer of power. Protect
That's the thing.
and protect a woman's freedom.
It's
to
time to
make her
vacate the
own
chair.
reproductive
Dollar
health
Tree.
care
Yeah, this is the Dollar
decisions.
Tree Obama. Vacate the chair already. Get him out of here.
These are blue lines in the
If
sand.
Hakeem Jeffries
And we
is
will work
Dollar
hard
Tree
to make
Obama, does
sure
that make Joe
that
Biden
they
H.
are
Milk
never
Obama?
crossed.
Bruh.
We must also continue to stand by
Oh, come on, it was kind of
President
funny.
Biden
Not really.
as he works
Okay,
to
Rap,
bring
what should I get for
American
Culver's?
hostages
Just whatever.
and Israeli hostages.
Okay, chat. I'm
Held by
going to
Hamas.
order live on stream.
Back home.
Rap, you have to keep the stream going.
No.
Since Rap won't do a live Culver's review, I will do a
American
live
hostages.
Culver's review in his place.
And Israeli hostages.
My
And
mother
international
is from the
hostages.
Midwest. I am
Back
going
home.
to channel my inner Midwestern as a substitutory
I
for
just-
Rap
We
refusing to
must
do a
also
live
stand
Culver's
by our
reaction
friends
or
on
live
the
Culver's review.
international stage.
Live
And we
Culver's
have no
reaction.
better
Fuck.
friend in the Middle East
We're just completely
than the
talking
state of
over
Israel.
Jeffy's. No one cares about
Yeah.
No one cares.
it. Nobody cares about Hakeem.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here! Get him out!
Israel has a right to exist as a Jewish and democratic state. The special relationship between the United States and Israel
People are saying get
is
the curd
unbreakable.
burger.
Our commitment to Israel's security
curd
is
burger?
ironclad, and Israel has a right
I'd
to
rather get
defend
the
itself
Zane burger,
under the international
personally.
rules of war against the brutal terror unleashed on its citizens by Hamas.
But yeah, I would like to remind everybody, literally none of this would have happened without Matt
Our
Gaetz
ironclad
bravely
commitment
standing
to
up for
Israel's
Middle
security
America.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
the effort to defeat
If anyone is the
Hamas
real hero
is
today,
not
it's
inconsistent
Mike.
with
Mike
the goal
Gaetz. It's Matt
of
Gaetz.
achieving a lasting and just
Say
peace
thank you,
between
Matt
Israel
Gaetz in the chat.
and the
Say
Palestinian
thank you,
people.
Matt Gaetz, for saving America.
In many ways,
Everyone congratulate
it
the
is a
future
necessary
47th governor of
ingredient
Florida.
because Hamas is not good for Israel.
If he
Hamas
runs.
is not good for America.
Oh, he is.
Hamas
I have a
not
friend.
good
No,
for
no,
the
no,
He's
freedom
still
of-
going,
Hamas
yeah.
is not good for the democratic
My own insider
aspirations of the
information.
Palestinian
I actually
people.
have a friend who's a staffer for Gates. Gates plans to run for governor, so yeah. Hey, can y'all hear
We
me, or
must
did I just
also
die?
support
We
Ukraine
can kind of hear you.
in its courageous
Yeah, we can hear you.
effort to defeat
Thank
Russian
you, James.
aggression.
MAGA Mike is already
There are
trending on
only
Twitter.
Two paths in
He's
front
still
of us.
going on.
We can either stand up for Ukraine.
This is
or
so
bow down
stupid.
to
No one
Vladimir Putin.
cares.
That is not a
Just let us
difficult
hear the
choice.
Johnson already.
We must stand up for America's national security. We must stand up for democracy. We must stand up for freedom. We must stand up for truth. We must stand up for the Ukrainian people until victory is won. It is my expectation
It's
that in the next
still
week or
going
so,
on.
the Senate will send over for consideration a bipartisan national security funding package for Israel, Ukraine, and our other allies
just going
throughout the
on.
free world.
You're not the
This guy's
speaker.
making
Also
sure I
includes
starve to death, I
humanitarian
swear.
For Palestinian civilians
Please.
and others who
You
may
know
I'm
what?
be
fading out.
in harm's way.
Eat, I'm gonna get large
The House of
fries just for
Representatives
you, homie.
should take
Aw,
up
thanks.
this national security package
I definitely.
and
He has been
humanitarian
speaking
relief
for like
package
5 minutes.
immediately
awful.
in totality.
He's just making
and
this. He's
without
just purposely
delay.
making this unbearable to listen to.
I'm about to end the
time
stream. I'm getting
The
real sick of this guy.
gamesmanship is over.
No, you
The
can't.
time for
Yes,
No,
I
you
am.
can't.
is
I'm in
over.
charge.
The time for partisanship
No.
is over.
MAGA
I
Mike,
have to
where's
do-
he?
Get back to
MAGA
I
the
have
Mike.
to do the
business
live
of the
Culver's review. You
American
can't do
people.
this to the people, Rap.
Where's MAGA Mike?
Chat, demand the stream stay on
Let me
until I can
conclude.
get Culver's. We are literally headed to Culver's right now.
This is awful.
Let me conclude with an
Yes,
observation
conclude.
about
Conclude.
the state of our
Please.
democracy.
End this.
Joe
More
Biden
our democracy.
won the 2020 presidential election.
Oh my
He's doing a
fucking
great
Ugh.
job under difficult circumstances, and no amount
Shut
of
up.
election denialism
Shut up.
will ever change that reality. Not
No one
now,
cares about
not
you.
ever. Throughout the years, presidents from
Jesus
Ronald Reagan to Barack Obama.
Okay,
Dwight
Rap, how about we
Eisenhower
just mute
to
Jeffries
Lyndon
and
Baines
talk?
Johnson
Oh my! I
have
can't
spoken
take this
to
anymore. This is
chamber
stupid.
and urged us.
Just end the. Just like stop streaming Jeffries.
I think we're almost getting a Mike Johnson.
He just keeps going on. He just won't shut up.
Do you guys think Jeffries or not? Who? Okay, who do you guys think is gonna replace Schumer when he inevitably
I don't
retires?
freaking know.
It'd be funny if Jeffries replaced him.
That was supposed to be a conclusion. Yeah, what? This is a conclusion.
He's still going.
He did the same thing in January. Remember that?
He's filibustering.
Yeah.
It's petty bullshit. That's unbelievable.
So stupid.
Oh, our union, everybody. We need George Santos for speaker. Real. I would start booing this guy because this is absolutely ridiculous.
This is awful.
It's supposed to be like 2 minutes.
This guy's not even speaker. He shouldn't even be allowed to talk this long.
Why so quiet? We're not listening to this bozo. This is unbelievable.
Okay, we're almost to Culver's. We're a mile away.
Okay, I thought you were farther away than fine.
No, I'm like exactly 4 minutes away. What is this traffic? I hate Austin.
Okay, just focus on driving.
No, it's no. It's literally just single lane traffic. Because fucking the city of Austin in their infinite wisdom has decided, hey, what if we just closed what if we closed a lane and 2-lane roads next to major highways?
Bro.
This city sucks. But you know what? At least we don't have at least we don't have Silica Israel as mayor.
Update, we're still waiting for MAGA Mike.
He's still going! Jim Crow?
Oh.
Cole's Texan.
Who's Texan? I'm Texan. What?
Yeah. He's the calmest Texan.
Yeah! I mean, shit, y'all haven't heard me road rage for real. I once almost pulled my gun on somebody because they were going 30.
Hey, don't, hey!
No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. I did, however, end up screaming, fucking move. And that worked. Okay, but like, Texas has some of the worst drivers. Yeah, we're 2 minutes away, Rap. With traffic taken into account, don't worry.
Trump has congratulated MAGA Mike.
He's still going!
It shouldn't even be allowed. This is
like
so
2
stupid.
minutes.
No one wants to hear this guy. None of this means anything. It's just stupid.
Oh, Rap, Democrats have already started releasing something. Look at this image.
What?
Hold on, here, I'm posting. Democrats just released this image of Mike Johnson.
Oh.
It
doesn't work. That doesn't really work
I
with his
saw that.
aesthetic. That doesn't work at all. Attack democracy.
This is still going on 12 minutes later. Okay.
Oh, is it finally over?
To hand over
Oh.
People's Gavel.
It's over.
Here
We're so
in the
bad.
United States House of Representatives.
That was over 10
to
minutes
a family man,
of
a
garbage.
hardworking
A
man,
family man.
a
Oh,
Baptist
after
man,
calling him like election
a Southern
denier
man,
and like a racist
son
and a sexist.
of a firefighter's household.
Me on
A
my way to be
gentleman
a family man,
from
a
the great
racist,
state
sexist,
of
and an
Louisiana,
election denier.
and the
Parenthesis, I'm
56th
based.
Speaker of the United States House of Representatives, the Honorable Mike Johnson.
Yay!
Okay, the bad traffic's cleared up, Rap. We're 1 minute away now.
Good.
Tyrone's Culver's hunt. It's Colvin time.
Thank you.
Colvin time.
Yes,
Thank
I'm
you
going
all.
65 in a 40
First,
zone.
a few words of gratitude. I want to thank Leader Jeffries. I do look
Least
forward to working with you
abrasive
on behalf
Ford
of the American
driver.
people.
I think
know
we had
see
enough
things
of
from very
Jeffries.
different
Oh,
points of view.
thank God.
But I know that in
It's
your heart you
something
love and care
different.
about this country and you
I
want to
can
do what's
see it,
right.
Jack.
And so
I
we're
can
going to
see
find common ground
Culver's.
there. All right?
It's right there. We did it. We made it to Culver's, boys.
Good job.
I want to
Yeah, he is the
express my
president.
thanks
He is the president
for
from
our
Monsters and
Speaker
Aliens.
Emeritus,
I
Kevin
guarantee it.
McCarthy.
Yay.
Wait, where is the drive-through? There it is. Okay, let's see. Honestly,
Kevin has
Culver's has
dedicated
really
over
good
2
custard.
decades of
Last
his
time I
life
was
to
here, that's what I
selfless
remembered.
public service. 16 of those years in
Just
this
mute
house.
yourself when you order.
And you would be hard pressed
Okay.
to find anybody
Actually, I'm gonna go
who
do it right now.
loves
Give me a moment.
this institution more or has contributed more to it. He is the
Is
reason
Mike
we're
Johnson
in
gonna
this majority
play
today.
Axel on a keyboard? True.
His impact can never be overstated, and I want to thank him for his leadership, his friendship, and the selfless sacrifice that you and Judy have made for so many years. You helped build it, Kevin, and we owe you a great debt of gratitude.
Boo,
I
that's
want to
an
thank
L.
the dedicated and overworked
I
staff
know he
of
has to
this
do it,
beleaguered
though.
house. They accept praise so stoically. But Miss Susan Cole, our House reading clerk, and yes.
Bro. Yeah, can you imagine having that job?
Biggest promotion ever.
Listen, all the clerks and all the staff, you know, they're terribly overworked. This has been a grueling process, but they have served an integral role in keeping our republic, and we thank them for that service. I know we all do. I want to thank my dedicated wife of almost 25 years, Kelly. She's not here. We couldn't get a flight in time. This happened sort of suddenly.
He's a really good speaker.
But we're going to celebrate soon. She spent the last couple of weeks on her knees in prayer to the Lord, and she's a little worn out. We all are. I want to thank our children, Michael and Hannah and Abby and Jack and Will. All of our children sacrifice. All of them do, and we know that. And there's not a lot of perks to being a member of Congress's kid, right? And so I want to thank all of your families as well for what they endure and what they've had to endure for the last few weeks. We've been here a while. Yeah. I want to thank my faithful mother, Jeannie Johnson, who bore me at the age of 17. And my brothers, Chris and Josh, and my sister, Laura, and all their families, and all of our extended family. In Louisiana, family's a big deal, and we got a bunch of them. I especially want to thank all the extraordinary people of the great state of Louisiana. We have never had a Speaker of the House hail from our state. And so they've been
there was a
lifting us
couple
up.
close ones.
I thank the people of Louisiana for the opportunity to serve you in Congress, and I'm humbled by your continuous support. We will make you proud. To my colleagues, I want to thank you all for the trust that you have instilled in me to lead us in this historic and unprecedented moment that we're in. The challenge before us is great, but the time for action is now, and I will not let you down. I want to say to the American people, on behalf of all of us here, we hear you. We know the challenges you're facing. We know that there's a lot going on in our country, domestically and abroad, and we are ready to get to work again to solve those problems, and we will. Our mission here is to serve you well, to restore the people's faith in this House, in this great and essential institution.
This is a really good speech so far.
My dad, it was mentioned, my dad was a firefighter. He was an assistant chief in the fire department in my hometown of Shreveport, Louisiana, a little town in northwest Louisiana. On September 17,
okay, we've got the
1984,
goods.
Good.
Well, I was 12 years
stop,
old,
stop, stop.
I was
He's
critically,
speaking.
Burned and permanently
okay.
disabled in the line of duty. All I ever wanted to be when I grew up was the chief of the fire department in Shreveport. But after the explosion on that fateful day, he nearly died, and it was a long road back, and it's changed all of our life trajectories. I'm the oldest of 4 kids, and my dad, he lived with pain all the rest of his life for decades more, and I lost my dad to cancer 3 days before I got elected to Congress, 3 days. And he wanted to be there at my election night so bad.
I didn't know that.
I'm the first college graduate in my family. This was a big deal to him. And so it was several weeks after that. It was early 2017. It was my freshman term, and it fell to me to be in the rostrum one night to serve here as Speaker Pro Tem. I thought that was a big deal until I figured out that's what you do for freshmen late at night. And I think if my memory serves, Miss Jackson Lee was winding down one of her long, eloquent speeches. And not that I was not enraptured by her speech, but I looked up at the top of the chamber there, and I saw the face of Moses staring down. And I just felt in that moment the weight of this place, right? The history that is revered here and the future that we are called to forge. And I really was just kind of almost overwhelmed with emotion. It occurred to me in that moment, it had been several weeks, and I had not had an opportunity yet to grieve my dad's passing, and I just had this sense that somehow he knew. And I had tears come to my eyes, and I was standing here, and I'm wiping them away, and then it suddenly occurs to me, the late-night C-SPAN viewers are going to think something's very wrong with the new young congressman from Louisiana. It wasn't Sheila's speech. I'm sorry. I just knew in that moment that my dad, my father, would be proud of me, and I felt that he was. And I think all of our parents are proud of what we're called to do here. I think all the American people at one time had great pride in this institution, but right now, that's in jeopardy. And we have a challenge before us right now to rebuild and restore that trust. This is a beautiful country. It's the beauty of America that allows a firefighter kid like me to come here and serve in this sacred chamber where great men and women have served before all of us and strived together to build and then preserve what Lincoln did refer to as the last best hope of man on earth. We stand at a very dangerous time. I'm stating the obvious. We all know that. The world is in turmoil. But a strong America is good for the entire world. We are the beacon of freedom, and we must preserve this grand experiment in self-governance. It still is. We're only 247 years into this grand experiment. We don't know how long it will last, but we do know that the founders told us to take good care of it. I want to tell all my colleagues here what I told the Republicans in that room last night. I don't believe there are any coincidences in a matter like this. I believe that Scripture, the Bible, is very clear. That God is the one that raises up those in authority. He raised up each of you, all of us. And I believe that God has ordained and allowed each one of us to be brought here for this specific moment in this time. This is my belief.
When is the last time we had a speaker
talk like this? I believe that each one of us has a huge responsibility today to use the gifts that God has given us to serve the extraordinary people of this great country, and they deserve it.
I don't.
And to ensure that our republic remains standing as the great beacon of light and hope and freedom in a world that desperately needs it. It was in 1962, that our national motto, "In God We Trust," was adorned above this rostrum. And if you look at the little guide that they give tourists and constituents who come and visit the house, if you turn in there to about page 14 in the middle of that guide, it tells you the history of this. And it says very simply, these words were placed here above us. This motto was placed here as a rebuke of the Cold War era philosophy of the Soviet Union. That philosophy was Marxism and communism, which begins with the premise that there is no God. This is a critical distinction that is also articulated in our nation's birth certificate. We know the language well, the famous second paragraph that we used to have children memorize in school, and they don't do that so often anymore, but they should. G.K. Chesterton was the famous British philosopher and statesman, and he said one time, America is the only nation in the world that is founded upon a creed. And he said it's listed with almost theological lucidity in the Declaration of Independence.
Awesome.
What is our creed? We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, not born equal, created equal. And they are endowed by the same inalienable rights, with the same inalienable rights: life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. That is the creed that has animated our nation since its founding, that has made us the great nation that we are. And we're in a time of extraordinary crisis right now. And the world needs us to be strong. They need us to remember our creed and our admonition. Turmoil and violence have rocked the Middle East and Eastern Europe. We all know it. And tensions continue to build in the Indo-Pacific. The country demands strong leadership of this body, and we must not waver. Our nation's greatest ally in the Middle East is under attack. The first bill that I'm going to bring to this floor in just a little while will be in support of our dear friend Israel, and we're overdue in getting that done.
Not the biggest fan, but I support humanitarian aid.
We're going to show not only Israel, but the entire world, that the barbarism of Hamas that we have all seen play out on our television screens is wretched and wrong, and we are going to stand for the good in that conflict. We have a catastrophe at our southern border. The Senate and the White House can no longer ignore the problem. From Texas to New York, wave after wave of illegal migrants are stressing our communities to their breaking points. We know that our streets are being flooded with fentanyl, and all of our communities, children, and even adults are dying.
All right, this part's really good.
The status quo is unacceptable. Inaction is unacceptable, and we must come together and address the broken border. We have to do it.
MAGA Mike.
The skyrocketing cost of living is unsustainable, and Americans should not have to worry about how they're going to feed their family every week because they can't afford their groceries anymore. Everybody in this room should think about this. Here's the stats. Prices have increased over 17% in the last 2 years. Credit card interest rates are at the highest level in nearly 3 decades, and mortgage rates are now at a peak we haven't seen since 2001. We have to bring relief to the American people by reining in federal spending and bringing down inflation.
MAGA, MAGA, MAGA.
The greatest threat to our national security is our nation's debt. And while we've been sitting in this room, that's right, the debt has crossed almost $33.6 trillion. In the time that it's going to take me to deliver this speech, we'll go up another $20 million in debt. It's unsustainable. We have to get the country back on track. Now, we know this is not going to be an easy task, and tough decisions will have to be made. But the consequences, if we don't act now, are unbearable. We have a duty to the American people to explain this to them so they understand it well. And we're going to establish a bipartisan debt commission to begin working on this crisis immediately.
Why has that been done already?
We didn't have a good speaker.
True. Oh my God! You just popped out of nowhere.
I've been lurking. You know, I was watching the Alex Jones versus the Groiper debate that was happening.
It was noted. And it's
I don't know if I'm allowed to say his name, so I'm just going to call him the
when our
Groiper.
people are losing their faith in government, when they're losing sight of the principles that made us the greatest nation in the history of the world. I think we got to be mindful of that. We're going to fight. We're going to fight vigorously over our core principles because they're at odds a lot of times now in this modern era. We have to sacrifice sometimes our preferences because that's what's necessary in a legislative body. But we will defend our core principles to the end. In his farewell address, thank you. In his farewell address, President Reagan explained the secret of his rapport with people. And I like to paraphrase his
I think they just have an
explanation all the
obligation
time.
to bring
He said,
up
they call me
Reagan.
the great communicator, but I really wasn't that. He said, I was just communicating great things, and they're the same great things that have guided our nation since its founding. What are those great things? I call them the 7 core principles of American conservatism, but let me concede to you all, I think it's really quintessentially the core principles of our nation. I boil them down to individual freedom,
yes, there'll be a video
limited
today.
government, the rule of law, peace through strength, fiscal responsibility, free markets, and human dignity. Those are the foundations that made us the extraordinary nation that we are. And you and I today are the stewards of those principles. The things that have made us the freest, most powerful, most successful nation in the history of the world. The things that have made us truly exceptional. In this time of great crisis, it is our duty to work together, as previous generations of great leaders have, to face these great challenges and solve these great problems. I will conclude with this. The job of the Speaker of the House is to serve the whole body, and I will. But I've made a commitment to my colleagues here that this Speaker's office is going to be known for decentralizing the power here. My office is going to be known for members being more involved and having more influence in our processes and all the major decisions that are made here, for predictable processes and regular order. We owe that to the people. That's right. And I want to make this commitment to you, to my colleagues here and on the other side of the aisle as well. My office is going to be known for trust and transparency and accountability, for good stewardship of the people's treasure, for the honesty and integrity that is incumbent upon us, all of us, here in the people's house. Our system of government is not a perfect system. It's got a lot of challenges, but it is still the best one in the world, and we have an opportunity to preserve it. Last thing I'm going to say is a message to the rest of the world. They have been watching this drama play out for a few weeks. We've learned a lot of lessons, but you know what? Through adversity, it makes you stronger. And we want our allies around the world to know that this body of lawmakers is reporting again to our duty stations. Let the enemies of freedom around the world hear us loud and clear. The People's House is back in business.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. We will do our duty here. We will serve you well. We will govern well, and we'll make you proud in this institution again. We're gonna fight every day to make sure that is true. I look forward to the days ahead.
Again.
I genuinely believe in my heart that the best days of America are still ahead of us. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you. Thank you.
That was
a fantastic.
I'm now
Mitch McConnell is next.
And I asked the Dean of the House of Representatives, the Honorable Harold
That was an
Rogers of
amazing
Kentucky,
speech. God bless you,
to
Mike
please
Johnson.
administer the oath of office.
Mr. Speaker Designee.
Oh!
Last time we had
congratulations on your election.
bring up
Thank you, sir.
Never.
When our founding fathers chose
God, he's
bold,
old.
new and innovative,
Innovative.
self-rule government, It was met by deep skepticism by the world's monarchs. They said self-rule
back in my day in
is only a dream.
1752.
Our founders said they're right. It's the American dream.
Amen.
Now it's our dream. We're in charge. The
Who's
speakership
that?
of
It's
the
Rogers.
United States House of
Of
Representatives,
course, from Kentucky,
is the crucial outpost for the well-being of the people's government.
Colonel Sanders,
the keeper, if you will, of the dream. Sir, if you wish to assume this awesome responsibility, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which you are about to enter. So help you God?
I do, so help me God.
Congratulations, Mr.
Yeah! It's official.
Thank you.
Wait, he has to do the gavel first.
Good to know.
Here we go.
Would y'all like to get right into governing? For what purpose does the gentleman from Louisiana seek recognition?
Mr. Speaker, that is a nice ring to it, by the way.
Speaker Mike Johnson.
Mr. Speaker, I offer privilege resolution to notify the Senate of the election of Mike Johnson as Speaker of the House of Representatives and ask for its immediate consideration.
The clerk will report the resolution.
Ah!
House Resolution 810. Resolved that a message be sent to the Senate to inform that body that Mike Johnson, a representative from the state of Louisiana,
They gotta
has been
inform
elected
the
Speaker of
Senate.
the House of Representatives.
Like nobody knows.
Without objection, the resolution is agreed to, and the motion to consider is laid on the table. For what purpose does the gentleman from Louisiana seek recognition?
Mr. Speaker, to notify President Biden of the election of Mike Johnson as Speaker of the House.
We're going to elect a speaker again?
Slam the gavel! Do it!
Report the resolution.
House Resolution 811. Resolved that the clerk be instructed to inform the President of the United
It's an
States
informal thing.
that the
It's,
House of Representatives
just
has
tradition.
elected Mike Johnson, a representative from the state of Louisiana, Speaker of the House of Representatives.
Without objection, the resolution is agreed to, and the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. Thank you.
God, I would be like so
The chair
stressed
would
out.
take this occasion
not
to
mess
note that the
anything up.
speakers announced policies with respect to particular aspects of the legislative process placed in the record on January 9, 2023 will continue in effect for the remainder of the 118th Congress. The chair announces that the speaker has delivered to the clerk a letter dated October 25, 2023, listing members in the order in which each shall act as Speaker pro tempore under Clause 8B3 of Rule 1. The chair lays before the House a communication.
Ah!
The Honorable, the Speaker, House of Representatives. I hereby designate Representative Steve Scalise to exercise any authority regarding
Scalise.
assembly, reassembly, convening, or reconvening of the House pursuant to House Concurrent Resolution 1.
Wait, we
Clause
got a new
12
speaker.
of
Is it a
Rule 1,
moose?
and any concurrent resolution of the concurrent Congress as may contemplate my designation of members to exercise similar authority. In the event of the death or inability of that designee, the alternate members of the House listed in the letter bearing this date that I have placed with the clerk are designated in turn for the same purpose. Signed sincerely, Mike Johnson, Speaker.
The chair lays before the House a communication.
Oh, boy.
The Honorable Kevin F. McCumber, Clerk of the House, Washington, D.C. Mr. Clerk, I hereby appoint the Honorable Patrick McHenry, the Honorable Adrian Smith, the Honorable Andy Harris, the Honorable Guy Reschenthaler, the Honorable Rob Whitman, the Honorable Ben Klein, the Honorable Richard Hudson, and the Honorable John Joyce to act as Speaker pro tempore to sign and roll bills and joint resolutions through the remainder of the 118th Congress. Signed sincerely, Mike Johnson, Speaker.
Without objection, the appointments are approved, and the House will be in recess subject to a call of chair pursuant to Clause 12A of Rule 1. We'll be back soon.
Here is?
Nothing. Yep. There we go.
Ah, you gotta, like, slam that. All right, well, we officially got a speaker, everybody. Well.
There it is.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over.
So, Tyrone, people are asking how's Culver's.
It's over! America is back!
Yeah. People are asking how Culver's are. How is the Culver's, Tyrone?
Fuck me, I ate everything while Mike Johnson was giving his speech. The cheese curds were not as moist as I thought they'd be, but they were still pretty good. I got some ranch to go with them, because I'm a filthy southern plebeian and love ranch on just about anything. The crinkle cut fries were pretty good, but they were under seasoned, so I asked for some extra salt. The burger was good. It kind of had a bland-ish taste. I couldn't taste the vegetables outside the onion. The bacon was crispy, but it wasn't greasy, which I actually really like. And I could actually taste the butter in the burger. So overall, it was pretty good. Dr. Pepper tastes like Dr. Pepper. Can't really complain. And I'm eating a chocolate custard shake with cherries in it.
That sounds good. But all right, we got a speaker, everybody. That was a phenomenal speech by Johnson.
I think that's the best speech we've ever had in a while. Honestly, dude. You could tell he knew his stuff, both because he was citing from the book appropriately, as far as my contextual understanding of Bible verses go, and he understood how the role of the Constitution played out there. He actually knows stuff. Then again, I wouldn't expect anything less from a tiger.
True. All right, I think I'm probably gonna head out, everybody. I think all of us are burnt down in the speakership.
My stomach is screaming at me.
So if you guys did enjoy this speakership saga that's lasted like a month, smash the like button down. What?
I posted a picture of my lunch in the Discord.
No,
show the people it. Show it to the people. Show the people my food.
I think they need to see the Culver's.
Sure, fine.
The people.
They deserve it. The plebs.
Let them eat crust.
Let them eat crust. Okay. Yeah, this is what he had. Hold on. Hold on. There. There we go. So that's what he had. God, it's making me hungry now.
I am definitely going to have to double my reps when I get home.
But thank you guys all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, smash the like button down below. Subscribe. Share with your friends. Hit that little bell. Follow the social media accounts in the description down below. And of course, join the channel today. Thank you all so much again. We'll be back probably... I have a video planned for later today, obviously. But yeah. Thank you all so much.